Hello, people, and we're back for our third episode of this podcast. Blimey, I didn't think I'd make it this far. We actually have two special guests that we wanted to get on for a while. Introduce yourselves, people.
Nick, I'll let you go first.
Okay. Hi, I'm Nicholas, or Nick Payne, and I am a member of the Whoniversals.
Hi, I'm Matt Moyer. I am also a member of the Whoniversals. Can you see a pattern here?
And hi, I'm Thomas, and I'm yeah. We could have got Jean, but getting Jean is just like getting him for his YouTube schedule last year, like twice, and I think we'll just do it, and that's it.
It's going to be fun to know about what you'll get onto, how this channel works, getting ideas already.
You assume it works. You assume too much.
This is going to be interesting.
We're like a duck in a pond. It looks all fine, but beneath the surface, we're panicking behind the scenes. Nah, we're fine.
Did you just say a duck in the pond just because of the 11th hour?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's a good reference.
That's a good coincidence. 10 years.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Speaking of 11th hour, 10th anniversary. If you watched it, be sure to say so. And when I only watched the first 20 minutes of it, but during that time, it made me realise how I'm a big critic of the Smith era because I prefer the Capaldi era in Moffat's time. But like, it made me realise how good Series 5 was to come off arguably one of the best eras of Doctor. Arguably, don't go at me. Best eras of Doctor Who with Russell and David, and the whole world was like had like axes to their head if they messed it up. So good, like I said, brilliant job to them.
Apparently they already had access to Matt Smith when he was cast because they were going like, oh, Matt's 27. And then
he's too young. He was too young. He's too young to be the Doctor. I don't know why who's this American. There was a lot of hate. I don't know if it's just as much or just a little less than Jodie Whittaker's, but there was definitely a big backlash.
It's a little bit less because I feel like a lot more hate has been given up for Jodie over when she was cast compared to Matt Smith. Capaldi actually had a bit of hate. To be honest, I think he didn't need it.
I think Capaldi got like more like. Not necessarily hate, but he got more critiqued because when he started off, everyone was like, "This guy's too old. Who's this person?" And I was like, "This is unjustified. I think this is brilliant."
Yeah, I certainly was excited. Like, I loved Matt Smith back in 2013, but then when he announced he was going to leave, I was like, "Oh, I'm sad, but I'm excited to see who's next." And I remember I kept checking news sites and news sites and news sites. I was even on holiday. I was checking news sites. And then it was only on the plane back home when I searched up, and it was like, oh yeah, Peter Capaldi's the Doctor. And I'm like, okay, he's just another person who's playing the Doctor.
I was the unlucky person who watched the live event, which is cringe, and
I haven't seen.
I don't know why, but especially for like 2013 and the BBC like live events they did, it was just the word that you could deliver it was cringe.
Yeah. I think the way I don't know, I can't remember how I found out. It was so long because I can't remember past about 2016 anymore. But like, I think first time I saw Capaldi was actually on Doctor Who magazine cover. Because I didn't keep up with the news. Like I feel really silly saying that.
I was on a scout camp at Lockhead in Scotland. Matt will be happy to know, and it was
you were in a better country,
Yeah, we were near Callander, if you know where that is. Sterling.
No, I don't. I don't know geography.
It's near Stirling, but in a village called Lockhead, not far from Stirling. And it was either the day before we went back or the day of going back. Yeah, because I was on a coach coming from a farm called McGurney, along those lines, and some of the others, because I was a scout going into explorers at the time, and some of the other scouts or explorers were talking about it, that Peter Capaldi had been cast, and then we found out properly when we got back.
Well, it turns out that
don't mind me. I'm just putting a
live and found out.
If you get a notification on your tweets, it's me. Yeah. By the way.
Yeah.
I just sent out.
I think correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the live event is on the Deep Ref DVD. I might be wrong.
I don't have
the. No, they have.
Actually, yeah, I own the Deep Ref DVD.
Oh.
Yeah, the Doctor Who live event is on the DVD. I've just checked.
Yeah, on the standalone one, of course.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I only own it because John didn't want to. So.
Yeah, I don't know about the 50th anniversary one. I did watch that. It's been a long time since then. And then I watched Josh Snare's video, and apparently it wasn't very good. I do remember at the time when I did. Yeah, I do remember at the time when I watched it, they counted down. Who's the best companion? Who's the best companion? And then they just gave up and just said it's K9, which I suddenly.
Which is incorrect. It's incorrect. We all know the best companion is Ace.
They were playing. They were playing a game. Well, I don't know if they would have done her because it was the TV stuff only. They were just doing TV characters. If we were
Ace is a TV character.
Yeah, I mean, in Charlie's.
Charlie.
Yeah, but if they included expanded media, there would be even more people there, or at least for the cast for Big Finish anyway.
Yeah.
And other people for cosplayers.
Well, not gonna lie, I do like K9 on Big Finish. He's actually alright.
I feel like a vibe.
Yeah, but they were playing a game, and then they were playing a game, and then they just gave up towards the end and just said, "Sit down if you're not a robot dog." So they basically gave up.
Yeah.
Also, after watching Josh Snare's video, I now get the joke that 5U fans did in there with the boy band in their 5 years video. I now get that joke.
Cool. Call me weird, but like I don't really follow enough Doctor Who channels or all these things because like it's so mixed. There's so many. You see all of them over. You see, this is good. Oh, this is terrible, and all that. And I was like, what's the point? Let me just enjoy it and go into episodes raw. Don't have my opinion changed. Like, of course, like discuss with people, but like some people just deliberately go out their way to find production flaws, for example.
Like, here's the thing. Like, certainly with my content, I don't intend to force an opinion. Like, I can state an opinion, but a lot of the time, I mean, that's why I don't really like making reviews personally. Like, I will make reviews sometimes, but like, most of the time, I prefer making editorials because I prefer stating, facts. And if it's theories, I state that it's my own opinion. I only just bring up topics for discussion purposes in my videos. And in fact, one of my videos that I think I'm certainly most proud of conceptually is the 100 episodes tag. Because that was just made to bring up discussion. That's the sole point. And sure, my opinions are in there, because I'm like, which episodes do I think deserve saving? I had a system, but towards the end, when I was like, okay, I ran out of the episodes that need to be saved, now I'm going for the ones that I want to be saved personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, it was for discussion purposes only. If someone had a different list to me, I don't care. It's their list. That's
I do wish people like that.
Yeah, I know I'm going to have a bit of a different list, probably, when I do mine. I'm going to wait until after I've done my marathon first.
Yeah. Yeah, that is valid, so...
Yeah, for start, I mean, I know it's going to be different because I'm going to include Dave the Doctor, probably. Yeah, I'll include Dave the Doctor, so that's already one episode different to yours.
Yeah, because...
When, like, other people did it was, that...
Yeah.
Just, like...
Most people did it like how Matt started it.
Yeah.
Some people just did the story from each Doctor.
Which like...
I was talking about Taylor Division. His video was him and a mate, can't remember his name, but they just saved a story from each Doctor's era and they included Big Finish.
It's harder. That is harder, but that's less fun. Because the true challenge is you're trying to maintain like a sort of balance. Because it's just like it may be harder to just go, okay, if you could only have one story from each Doctor, Yeah, but like you're just gonna say your favorite. For me, it's more so which episodes do I think represent the show as a whole.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to do that for every Doctor. That's because it takes too long.
I think Matt managed to get at least one episode for each Doctor done perfectly. In fact, multiple episodes for most of the Doctors.
In fact, I started out with I'm gonna do An Unearthly Child, just episode 1 of that, and Rose, and then I did one from each Doctor. Then I did one of each sort of type of story, like major like types, because I was probably gonna have a Base Under Siege at some point, and sort of like. So mainly the stuff that stands out. So like Multi-Doctor, Regeneration, Dalek, Cybermen, the Master. I think I had to. Did I specify a Master story?
You were going to go with the Sea Devils, and then you told me you changed it to the Mind of Evil.
Yeah, I changed it to the Mind of Evil.
You didn't say it in the video, but you had changed it to another 6-part story.
Yeah, I think it was Mind of Evil that I changed it to, because I'd already pretty much finalized my list, and then I watched Mind of Evil, and then I was like, darn it. I don't know the rules for swearing on this live stream.
Well, you're more than welcome to. I don't get money off these, so I don't care if I get demonetized or something.
So I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna put the Mind of Evil on here.
Which, to be honest, I think that was a better choice. Not only is it more of a Master story, but it's just a better story.
Yeah,
even by
because I wanted something from Delgado. Because with the 3rd Doctor, I saved Invasion of the Dinosaurs, because that is just very 3rd Doctor. It's also a good story in its own right, but it didn't have the Master in it, so I just saved another one. I think I saved more Pertwee than Hartnell in terms of just raw episode count. I think, because for Hartnell, did
you do a historical for Hartnell?
Yeah, I did the Aztecs.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, you did.
That's
the
5 episodes.
Yeah,
the Aztecs, I believe, and something else.
And Time Meddler.
Was it the Aztecs?
Yeah, well, it was. If it was any historical, it would have been the Aztecs. Because I think
that's a good shout. I might have done that as well.
Yeah,
if I was forced into it.
Yeah, I mean, now if I made it, it would be a toss-up between the Aztecs or the Massacre. But in all honesty, I've already got Steven representation, and you need something proper in season 1 apart from, Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already got all the main Cardinal companions, really. I mean, I've got. I mean, although my favorite Hartnell companion isn't saved, I'm not gonna waste like 12 episodes for Sarah Kingdom, okay?
Well, technically, you only have to You'd only have to save 7.
Yeah, but I would want the full story. Although, let's face, actually no, 11 episodes, because I'm not saving the Feast of Stephen, no matter how much you convince me. I'm never going to save the Feast of Stephen.
What about Mission to the Unknown?
Oh, that is the you are evil.
Would you now do the original or do the remake?
I think it would be the original.
It would technically have to be the original.
Yeah,
and the same for the ones that have reconstructions and animations.
If they're the whole idea is that if they were all alive, if each alive, no, if they were all existing in the BBC archive, but there was only one copy and the archive caught fire, but you had enough time to save specifically 100. That was the idea.
Yeah,
it was ludicrous.
One interesting to know specifically.
You only had to save 100 episodes, but not enough time to save yourself.
Well, no, that would be that's the maximum amount of time you have, 100. But if there was still time, you could go back to
maximum and the minimum amount of time. You can only save 100. You have to save 100. What do you do? And I think the
to be
order
honest, I think if it was in real life, I think it'd just be the closest 100 to the door, or maybe some closest, some furthest back.
This isn't real life. This is literally the narrative framework of just a funky video concept.
But about the video, wasn't
I think that's the best video
your
on
kind
the
of
channel.
complaint when everybody else did it was that they kind of broke the rules and didn't.
My only complaint
exactly
is that
you made.
some people broke the rules. If I made this video today, the people I'd tag would be different.
I think Alex Patterson did it more. or less
I would have still tagged him, but the other two people, I would have tagged other people.
So what did those two do?
Because I can remember.
I'm not going to get into one of them.
John's was maybe the closest.
Yeah, Jean's I think was the best one, simply because the way he did it was similar to the way I did it, like in terms of editing style. But like Alex Patterson and like the Doctor Who guide and Philip Hawkins, they did good videos. They felt too much like quickfire stuff, and honestly, at the end when I did mine, at the end, I had scrolling text to say, okay, these are the episodes that I ended up saving in order. Also, I wasn't counting minisodes, so I wasn't counting Night of the Doctor. I also didn't count Dimensions in Time because...
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, like, I know someone on Twitter who would save that first, and probably would only save that if they could only save one. It would be Dimensions in Time.
Yeah.
Well, two, technically. Technically, it's two
Oh, yeah, technically two. Thanks for catching me out there, Nick. It's technically 2 episodes, yeah.
But technically it's free because there's the version with Big Ron and there's the one with Mandy.
3 episodes.
Yeah,
the Big Ron version is the canon version.
Exactly.
the Mandy version is heresy.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I think it's up on YouTube. I'm not sure. I've seen the Big Ron version somewhere, but
you can definitely see the Mandy
most
version of
this Mandy.
Yeah.
Maybe
I just like it. I just like it because of Ross Kemp.
Sort of silence. Okay. Oh god.
Have any of us made a video referencing Dimensions in Time yet?
Oh, hello.
I've made a video on my channel, one of my channels, but not the Whoniversals.
Ooh.
I don't think I've mentioned Dimensions in Time yet.
No, I don't think I have. No.
And I'm not going to mention it in my next video. That's going to be up in 5 days. It's going to be up on Wednesday.
Yes.
It's another short one. It's weird. I don't usually do that short videos.
Yeah, you usually do. You and Nick.
I don't do epics, but I do chunky videos. I do like. I mean, my videos have largely been getting shorter. Like I think I've subconsciously gone, okay, I need to talk about things that require me to speak less. So, like my latest proper video essay was 15 minutes long, while the spiritual predecessor of that video was like over 20. Sometimes my videos will be over 20 minutes, and I'm just like, screw it. If it needs that much time, it needs that much time.
I think you are one of the people who I can literally watch a video for 20 minutes of you literally talking about, let's say, Dimensions in Time for 20 minutes. I would watch it, and that would be probably the entertainment of my day.
I don't have enough to say about Dimensions in Time to fill 20 minutes, but like... I could have a video that lasts 20 minutes that has Dimensions in Time referenced.
Oh, come on, me and Thomas managed to make like other streams last 2 hours talking a load of rubbish.
But like I have literally nothing to speak about Dimensions in Time. Now, getting one of our former members in. Oh, he would speak a lot about Dimensions in Time, mainly in the crossover between Doctor Who and EastEnders, his 2 favourite shows.
Which member is this?
Ben.
Oh, okay.
Ben.
I shouldn't name names, but it's Ben. Like, have you seen his Twitter recently?
No.
Doing like...
Yeah, it's literally like, He was literally like, I'm bored. I'm gonna review classic EastEnders. I was just like, okay then, I don't mind.
That's a classic.
As long as it's got Ross
EastEnders,
Campbell.
Gosh, who would like dedicate a whole like Twitter thread to reviewing a whole bunch of things, you know, like classic EastEnders, or maybe even every single horrible history skit? Who would do
that takes too long.
I was literally like, yes.
I am the one that's doing every horrible history skit.
Yeah, I read through episode 1 earlier.
I finished doing every one in episode 2, but Doctor Who is the more important thing in my life.
Yeah, I managed to talk about Dimension.
What happened here?
Nick, you cut out.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Well,
I was looking it up.
Oh.
All right.
Well, we do have comments from This Be Scary Shit. Hello, you bastards, and how's it cracking, dudes? From the same person, and that is the ginger man known as Robert.
Which one?
Yeah. Not the other Robert that we know of.
Interestingly, my name is also Matt, so that's even so. Yeah, lot of
Yeah. Yeah, and I share a name with an old Whoniversals member who did nothing.
God, it's a small world.
That one.
Yeah.
Which one?
Let's say I was going to segue into kind of the past and that.
So someone that was in the Dark Ages, Nick. Like the original run.
Him.
Tommy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that only made one video in
30 seconds.
Yeah. That's
Those were the Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Because I made a 30-minute review of the Sixth Doctor Lost Venture. I've not bothered to make that video.
You should. And Ollie should have totally remade Spearhead from Space. And that's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if someone should remake Ollie's Remembrance of the Daleks review, because unfortunately that's gone. I don't know. I do want Ollie's videos.
He and Owen, I don't think, are going to remake their videos, nor have they said that they've got original copies.
Just for anybody who doesn't know, we're talking about there was a mass deletion about a year and a half ago.
Nearly 2 years ago,
yeah, July 2018.
Most of their videos went. Most of them.
Some of mine did.
Some of them are bad.
I did get one of Ollie's, Owen's, and mine that got deleted. Unfortunately, the one of mine that I managed to find was the one that I missed the second least. Actually, no, the least. I think I might miss that fake class trailer reaction more. Because I that is one in. I think
brilliant.
It was it was satire and it was also filler.
Mm-hmm.
I think
if it was
if
it was an April Fool's one, it would be perfect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was uploaded in September, October. But if it was April, that would have been perfect.
The best part is, a few weeks later, the actual trailer came out, and I'm like, shit, people are gonna hate me.
Oh yeah.
I think
better late than never.
Yeah, next year I am planning to do like a video on either my channel or the Whoniversals, where I go back through each of my videos and give an honest look back.
Yeah.
So all the 2016, 2017 ones, I'm gonna say they're shit.
Yeah, well, not all of them.
Just all of the 5 seconds going this shit.
Yeah, and I'll
have
to watch all of them. Yeah.
Like, if I went for
the thing about
fun thing about next,
which is sorry.
I was going to say next year will be our 5th anniversary.
That's why I was planning to do it for 5 years.
Hey.
Woo!
Yeah.
And you and I are still going, and John, to be honest.
I mean, John has been on and off.
Yeah, I mean, he almost left in May 2018, but then he came back.
And then I convinced him to come back when when we were in crisis mode in July.
Yeah. Which originally I was going to join at that point. I think I found the message. Actually, I found the message. I asked, I think maybe you, Nick, or maybe Matt.
I'm not sure.
I think it might have been me, and then I politely said no for now.
no for now.
But then
said that you would get me back when. The
because it's like when we were like out of wartime.
We were in a bit of a crisis that July.
Yeah. So, and then the next July, because like we contacted you about like May 2019ish, or no, we were in contact.
It was about mid to late May, and then I believe I didn't have to really audition because I already had my previous work, which was a good thing about staying on to the other.
Yeah, because we're looking at people who actually.
We shall mention them. The other Doctor Who group channel, Time of the Whovians United.
Let's not mention that. There's no drama.
We can mention them if you want to, but it's just like because I used to be in the past of them. So, whilst, these two were in the Whoniversals, I was in that one, and I don't look fondly on those. But again, I auditioned, and really, I said to George this year or last year, something like that. Really, the 2018 videos I did for Time were actually the audition for the Whoniversals, because I was just thinking, maybe I could join again next year, because I knew Time wasn't going to come back for the full 2018-2019 year. As much as it came back, I knew it wasn't gonna stay as it was, and it didn't, and I ended up getting kicked out voluntarily. Well, not really, but so I'm glad these 3. Well, 4 at the time, but then 3. Joined me in, and I've had amazing.
And you make great videos.
Well, all of you. Well, that's not all of you make great videos.
Yeah.
Oh, you flatter me.
Oh. Yeah. I wouldn't call myself a super fan. I haven't watched every single video, but like,
don't.
I like watching when,
don't. There are some videos that should never be seen.
I'm probably the super fan because, trust me, I think I've watched every video at least once or something.
I think you're more of a fan than I am, and I basically run the show.
Yeah.
Like, I think I started. I think I probably have seen a few of your videos, like a few months back. I'm not entirely sure. I have no idea remembering. But I started properly watching when Thomas became a thing on the channel.
Yeah. I think we've got more people since I came in. I think.
Yeah, you got. We're nearly at 400.
I think we're nearly
389.
I'll check. If I cut out, it's because I'm checking.
389.
I think we think around 389.
And Thomas has had his last 2 videos of the What Ifs have actually blown up in a way.
Yeah.
I know.
They do better than my videos do on average.
I've seen the likes and dislikes on them. I've seen them, and
yeah,
they're like, why?
I don't.
Who's caused it? We've had this problem before on other streams, but it happened badly on mine in about 2 years. November 2018, I did a stream.
Yeah.
Not mention it, but like it got bombarded with like fake accounts and dislikes. I don't know if it could be the same thing, but oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, the two videos, they were an experiment that I did to see if people would actually stand it for two of them, and luckily now I found out the reason is I'm not doing 2 of them ever again on the same day, because it literally drains us.
Well, I feel like that was a bit. Was that possible? I feel like yesterday could have been a good time for it if you didn't do it on the same day, because I was originally planning one of them to be on the 1st of April as a Thursday thing,
and then I did plan a different thing. When my video would have come out.
Yeah.
But
because Matt's was going to come out on the 8th.
Yeah, because mine was ready. Mine was ready. Mine was scheduled for the 8th. But then when Thomas cancelled due to fatigue, I was just like, I mean, I do actually say April Fools in my video.
I'm still doing it. It's just I'm just doing it on the 16th,
and it's going to be more serious. I mean, my video was serious, but I just had a joke in there. I'm not going to spoil a joke for anyone watching. But I recommend watching The Almost Companions 2. It's slightly underperforming, but like.
Well, actually, Lost Companions
I
won to get number 2.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
It's not as good.
Was your joke the companion who you didn't mean at the start? I'm not. I'm just asking.
Yes. The first character I mention is the joke.
Yeah. That's a good joke.
Yeah. Fun fact: that
Mm-hmm.
character was actually a placeholder for the New Who, quote unquote, companion, the New Who almost companion that I was gonna have, because originally I was thinking, okay, after series 11, I'll think up what I want, because I knew I was wanting to do a sequel even before series 11 happened, because I knew I wanted to do a sequel after that, because I was thinking my original idea was the Classic Who companion I eventually did mention in Almost Companions 2. I'm not going to spoil who I speak about, but I hadn't seen the adventure that they appeared in until December, when I was making my Christmas video for 2018, which I still recommend watching. Like 13 Doctor Who stories to watch on Christmas Day, one for each Doctor. I bet you can guess which McGann I was on about, because I only speak about TV episodes only.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And I did not mention Night of the Doctor.
And Paul McGann was robbed.
Yeah, Paul McGann, he was robbed, but like,
he's
my favorite Doctor because he's Paul McGann. If Paul McGann wasn't cast in that role, Celeste McCoy would be my favorite. I've come to that conclusion.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, my original draft for Almost Companions 2 in my head was that character from that story, then the Wilderness Years companion is the one that I mentioned. Yeah, definitely. That one was set in stone, or those two, because I do mention 2 in the video, and I did play around with having a bonus because I was explaining that story, and I might as well mention the other one. And then, I think, originally it was the April Fool's companion, but then I switched it to like Grace after series 11, but then I was like, nah.
Yeah.
And then after series 12, actually no, not even after series 12, I was actually toying with the actual companion I mentioned for the new series. But then after I had been doing the Wars 2 Christmas edition with Jean-Luc on his channel, after a certain rewatch of one of the Christmas specials, which, by the way, we like most of them. The Wars 2 is just the series we do on and off. Doctor Who episode commentary series. Jean-Luc and I do. But we watched one of the episodes and I was like, yeah.
There has been one on the Whoniversals, obviously. There's been that Twin Dilemma one, which was great.
There was actually 2.
Time in the Rani was another one.
Time in the Rani was the one that we did for McCoy Month, then Twin Dilemma was what we did for Colin Baker Month.
Yeah.
Do you think we should do the Wedding of a Song for?
Oh, don't get me started on an episode, please. Please don't. That's one of the few episodes
I was going to ask what ones we should do for Pertwee and Smith months, but I was wondering if you wanted to.
Oh, we haven't announced Pertwee or Smith month. Shit.
Oh,
damn it!
Naughty.
We've announced them now.
Hey, I was gonna bite my tongue about those until you mentioned Wedding River Song.
Yeah, I forgot we hadn't announced Smith month. We definitely announced our.
Let's announce them now.
Yeah, exclusive content on here.
That's out the bag.
Exclusives. We're only going to mention the ones that are this year, because we've got 1 month planned for next year, but that's the only scoop you're going to get until close to the time.
I've forgotten which one that is. You'll have to tell me afterwards.
I'll say it in the chat. This is an exclusive for you.
Okay.
You, but not for the audience. The audience will not know.
I'm the only one who will know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's because you're the host.
I feel empowered.
Yeah. Don't leak it.
Oh.
Don't leak it.
I'm
Finish.
Okay. Yeah. Now I've seen that. Yeah. Now I remember. Yeah. Okay.
I think we should only really announce that a couple months in advance. We should only announce that a couple months in advance.
Yeah. Okay. So with this year's ones, you were thinking about doing Weather River Song for Smith Month.
Yeah.
Which one would you do for John Pertwee? If it was up
to
me,
I'd say got a bad story. In all honesty,
if it was up to me, I would say Connie in Space. That's my least favorite.
Like his the one that's definitely the worst John Pertwee one unanimously. I think is the Time Monster.
I would say Colony in Space.
I actually think Colony in Space is alright.
Personally.
Last time I watched it, I was like, this is actually alright. It suffers from what many John Pertwee stories suffer from, which is, holy shit, why is this 6 parts long?
Yeah.
Syndrome.
Sometimes.
But season 7 suffers from a more unique thing. Holy shit, why is this 7 parts long syndrome?
Yeah. I think Ambassadors of Death and Silurians could have been 6 or 5.
I think Ambassadors of Death is well paced. It's just repetitive.
Okay.
That's its main sin. Inferno, I think, is 1 or 2 episodes too long, but largely I'm fine. I would be fine if it was a 6-parter, probably.
Yeah.
7 parts is a bit too long. Maybe 5 parts at a push, but 6 parts I could live with.
Yeah, I think Inferno is probably the best of 3 to be 7 parts. Silurian's probably 6, and
Silurian's is I think a 5-parter and a 2-parter.
What would be the other 2?
The other 2 are just one big story that goes on. Silurians does feel like if you treat it like a 5-parter and a 2-parter, I think it's more bearable.
Okay.
Treat it like
on the DVD. On the DVD, it's 4 and 3.
Yeah, but is it a nice split? Like, okay, this is when this part of the story ends, and this part of the story continues.
Can't quite remember. What's the end of episode 4?
I can't remember. I don't revisit Pertwee often. I came to the conclusion he is just my least favorite Doctor because I have the least to say about him, and I don't really have any emotional response, positive or negative, to him, apart from he's alright here. I don't really like him here. His stories are a bit too long most of the time. Season 10's pretty good, though.
Season 7's his best. Season 10's his next best.
Yeah.
I think Season 10 is his best season, though. I personally think that, because all the stories are on top form, like Season 7, but Season 7 drones on for too long, so... each story drones on for too long, and the only one that doesn't, I don't really like that much. I personally think Spearhead from Space is overrated.
Sorry, Connor ones. Which one did you say?
Spearhead from Space. I think that one's a bit overrated.
Oh, in Season 7. I thought you were talking about Season 10.
I agree. Season 7 is... Season 7 is too long in some places. I think if most of the stories were at least about 4 or 5 parts, I'd be praising a lot more. But with something like the Silurians, I think it needed to shorten down its parts. Spearhead's great as always, but it's just longevity of it. Yeah.
I think
for Rose, in all honesty, if I'm gonna go back to an Autumn story, I'm gonna put on Rose.
Fair enough. It is often half as long.
Yeah. Opens.
Yeah. I've still not seen Terror of the Autons, though.
It's good. It's not as good as Spearhead, but it's good. In fact, Matt, you're not a fan of Spearhead. You said you might prefer Terror.
Yeah, I might.
Have you got them on DVD?
Yeah. I don't have Terror of the Autons on DVD. That's why I've not seen it.
Okay.
I'll probably watch it not on DVD / not on Blu-ray / not on VHS / not the target novelization. I'll use alternative methods.
Ripbox and Dailymotion. I would recommend getting it.
I know a place where you can get them. I know a place where you can get them.
Nice.
That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not planning on completing my DVD collection anymore.
Death for you, Matt. So.
Yeah, for my review, which I don't know how much I've said it publicly, but that review was like the most difficult video to make out of any video I've made on the Whoniversals. It's not the one that's taken the longest to actually get done. And I don't think it's taken the longest well, no, it's not the longest. Like, some of the longest videos that have been... Like, longest time a video has gone from actual writing to completion was my Season 23 video. Only because we took a break, and also during that time I lost everything on my laptop, so I had to re-edit it again. I had the footage, I just needed to re-edit it.
I think is it fair to say that I'm the only current member who's not lost everything on his laptop yet?
Blimey.
Yeah.
Because
I haven't lost content.
You've had computer problems.
Yeah.
Because Nick, you've had computer problems.
If you mean recently,
Matt, you
then
definitely have computer problems. I think you had one as well.
Yeah, I didn't lose content when I had those.
You just
Especially
lost
recently.
the ability to put it out.
Yes. Yeah,
Slash
that was it.
Create more.
Fair.
Yeah.
But you still have the files on your computer, so...
Yeah. And with the July stuff, I was able to send it to you to be done.
Yeah, that for sure, because...
Yeah,
I mean, what did you do for Big Finish Month? Like, I know you reviewed Sirens,
I did.
But what?
I think it was just that.
Yeah.
I did Veiled Leopard a month later, but that was about it.
Yeah,
I did Cuddle some the month before as well.
I'm actually quite happy with like the content for Big Finish Month. Jean's came quite a bit late.
Yeah.
Jean's video, but it's still.
Yeah.
It's still.
Do you want me to check which? Do you want me to check which ones I did for Big Finish Month?
I think you only did Sirens of Time because
I know one of the reasons why you really love Big Finish Month is because you got to interview Robert Sherman.
Oh
yeah,
that's been cracking.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Matt did a video. I think 3 or 4 videos that month. He basically
technically. There are 4 videos counted as my videos, and technically they are mine. Yeah, they do deserve to be counted as my videos because I mean, if it has like a purple border for the more recent ones, but if it's either a purple banner or a purple border, then, and when I say banner, I mean like a sidebar, let's say.
Yeah.
To use a Big Finish term.
Yeah.
Then it's mine. I'm sure if you go onto the channel and just look at the members playlist, you can tell, like, okay, if this video if a thumbnail has this color, it's by this person, and if it's gray, it's like a guest video, and if it's nothing at all and just our logo in the corner, then that's more of like a live stream.
I like that little detail you put in there.
Yeah. It's a subtle way to inform the viewer like whose video it is, if they're a long-term viewer. And they, it's a carryover from our initial inspiration, the 5 Who fans.
Yeah.
Because they did something similar until they stopped doing colors, like.
Yeah.
I think I want to say 2017 was when they stopped.
2018.
It was 2016, 2017. I remember.
No, I think it was 2017 when they stopped.
Very start.
I think it was 2017 because the last one to have color was a Billy video. I remember.
Yeah, and then because
because the first one without the color was that anniversary video, the 5th anniversary one.
Yeah, and then they stopped doing the colors. I think we stopped like referring to ourselves as a colored week pretty early on because we also realized, John realized it was stupid, and then And then I'm kind of glad we got rid of that, and we were just like, okay, we just have our own color scheme. Although early on, the way we decided our colors was pretty stupid, and we've had a bad history of like micromanaging which colors, because like I knew I wanted like purple because I am on an old collaboration channel I was a part of. That we also had like colored things, but there was only 3 of us. But I was purple there, and I just have an affinity with the color purple personally.
Nice.
Ooh.
Although that's only if you ask me. If you ask my boyfriend, he'll say green.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah. But then we got 2 people that chose blue.
That must have been.
And they're like the 2 other people that have survived this long. Because we had someone who had yellow, we had someone who had orange, and then we had someone who had green, who we're trying to get back because they sort of dropped off.
We didn't have anyone
mental health issues.
Yeah, we haven't had someone who's been orange. We had amber.
I mean, Ollie was orange.
He was bronze.
Bronze, but brown. Like it was orange. Let's face it.
Brown.
Like on the thumbnails, it's orange. Orange, brown. It was somewhere in the middle, but we haven't had like a bright orange yet. So that'll probably be like the next member, unless if they come up with something more creative.
Well,
we're not saying we've got another member, but you know, hypothetically.
Yeah. If we ever get someone choosing pink, we're calling that Rose Week.
We're not calling them weeks. Nick. I literally just said we ditched that early on.
Sorry. Okay. The color would be if
there were to be color, because like I mean, mine was like lavender, but now it's just become more purple, and mine is becoming more pink as the years go on. I think this year, purple has been dialed up a bit more because it was just ending up as pink, like a pinky purple, which I'm fine with. But like, if I'm gonna have purple, I want it purple.
Yeah.
I've got nothing against the color pink.
Yeah.
I just prefer purple.
Just talk about pink and purple shenanigans.
We got pink. That would be rose.
Because like, because the story about Thomas's color. Oh boy, the color red has been an interesting color throughout Whoniversals history. Because initially, in our initial run, we had like the color red like reserved for like a 5th member who was going to be like the 3rd week in our cycle. We had weekly cycles. We don't do that anymore because that is no. We're never going to stick to that.
Trust me. I would be pushing myself if there'd be a weekly cycle again.
Well, to be honest, we started when we brought it back. We started with 2 videos a week from each. One from one person, one from another, and then that was cycled. Then we gradually made it back. We gradually made it weekly, and then over time we've just made it whenever we can.
I don't remember bi-weekly.
It was 2 a week for a couple of weeks in July, August 2016, and then about September we went weekly, and then sometime 2017-18 we went whenever we
bi-weekly. I really don't.
I distinctly remember we started it bi-weekly and then we went weekly after 2 months.
I think the general idea was generally weekly, but then but it depends. Like if someone was earlier.
I remember because I was putting out a video every 2.5 weeks.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
I remember
we stopped after 2 months.
Yeah, I'm surprised
good on you.
That couldn't get a video out on time was me. Me of all people, not Jean, not Owen, me.
Yeah.
Because the video idea I had, I was like, oh yeah, I've not made this, and then I was on holiday. And then I was on holiday while on the week I was meant to upload, and then I'm like, I don't have enough time to actually make this properly. I'm just not going to make it, and I've never made it since.
I was on holiday a week. I was supposed to upload. I thought I'd already uploaded it, but apparently not.
Yeah.
So I had to upload it when I got back. I know. Annoying.
I would never be able to. The pressure.
Yeah.
I've not felt this properly, but I've Thomas will know. I'm not going to mention it too much, but we was on a group channel. Not mentioning names, of course. But it was It was really annoying and stressful because like the pressure.
Oh, you're talking about that one? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because what the channel started off.
We thought it was just that because the guy owning it pushed us to making stuff out. It wasn't apart from me because he knew me and somebody else. He knew we were fine. We could do stuff because he trusted us too. But with everybody else, including Matt, not you, Matt, the other Matt.
Yeah,
me.
Yeah, I guess.
Delta. Yeah, you got pushed out into making that video, and to be honest, looking back at it, you look definitely like you don't want to do this, and you just feel like you have to do this because if you didn't, then
the basis of that video was formed. I knew I was going to do it.
Which is the thing I'm glad that you guys have never kind of really done.
We encourage,
you've done,
but we don't push.
You
I mean, maybe we get a bit.
I do get a bit. Do one, but not definitely like we have to do one apart from like the Series 12 stuff again.
The Series 12 reviews are the only times when we were like, no, we have a deadline, but still videos we're able to be like, okay,
Series 10, 11
2 weeks late.
It's Series 10 and 11 were the same. I do get a bit worried if we miss a month or two. But I wouldn't push anybody to. I wouldn't force anyone to do.
Yeah,
I took a few weeks
I actually put a proper hard deadline on myself. Was City of Death. That review broke me. I'm sorry, like it was the hardest review to make. It was the hardest video to make because I didn't know what to write, and then I was having like technical issues while filming because I don't print out my scripts. I have them on my laptop. But then my laptop ran out of power, so then I had to charge it in. And then editing was stressful because I was having problems with my laptop and storage issues and that. And then uploading was stressful because it got claimed and it got blocked. Like, you couldn't see the video. So it could only come out on the anniversary of Part 2 instead of the anniversary of Part 1.
Which is why we hilarious.
I mean, Part 2 is my favourite part of City of Death, only because it has my favourite scene in Doctor Who history.
But it's the reason why we had the hilarious but still awful parody review made by Jean, which is still...
Yeah. Oh, it's one of the best videos she's ever made.
Yeah, he jumped into the rescue.
Yeah,
along with Cancer of the Daleks, which I love.
I had to make an apology for Cancer of the Daleks because I was the reason.
Oh, I remember that.
I didn't think you need to
see that.
I don't think you need to be sorry for that one.
I don't either, but I needed to make a public apology because people were just appalled at what they were seeing.
It's probably laughing his head off. Jack.
By the way, John and I we've not learned our lesson. We've not learned our lesson. Whenever it's a Doctor-themed month, we're gonna do it. We're doing it. I don't know what the next one's gonna be. He's just gonna send me like photos of figures, and I'm gonna make a plot. We did that for McCoy month as a sort of teaser for it.
I was inspired by that one to make my own one with McCoy. That came out at the end of the month. I don't think it was as good.
Nah. The music was too loud and the writing was not as good. You twisted my arm so much to voice McCoy. All three of them.
You're really good. You're really good.
I'm not good at McCoy. You can tell it's the Seventh Doctor.
Yeah.
But like, it's not a good impression. I don't think.
Okay.
Hi, I'm going to manipulate you. Oh, oh look, Fenric. I'm just going to manipulate Ace so Fenric can go. I don't know. Die, I guess.
Like it's a good impression, but like if thoughts, opinions are opinions.
I don't think it's a good impression.
I stopped doing impressions. It just breaks my voice.
Yeah,
I need like a cough suite every like 5 minutes after doing.
I'm a very amateur voice actor. I say very amateur. I've not been in. not being in many things is an overstatement on how many things I've actually done. But like, I like playing with my voice, so hopefully I'll have more opportunities to do my range, like doing all my Doctor impressions. Oh no, I'm gonna destroy my throat when we get to Smith Mother, because I already have a Smith impression.
Trust me, I recorded for someone, Zane Thomas, by the way. I did some stuff for him, and I kept, for my habit, is I stutter so much, it takes so long for me to do 5 lines or something, especially the big ones. And I always need to drink a lot when I'm doing it. Because it always dries out my throat, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
With someone like me, it's just like I can do it like on cue. It's just I haven't had many chances where I have been able to do it. Like I can do a Tom Baker one, and then I can do a Tom Baker one, yes. And naturally, because of my accent, I can kind of do Chris Eccleston and that.
I'm annoyed we forgot to do a Tom Baker month.
Yeah, we
but at the same time,
what
could I have done? What could I have done?
Then again, Matt, we should just put a video out on April 20th, 2020, if you know what I mean.
It's
a meme on time posting.
Someone should, because like actually, should my next video go out then?
Is it Tom Baker?
What's on April?
No, it's not Tom Baker themed in the slightest.
What's happening on April 20th?
Basically, on April 20th, 2020, apparently in TARDIS posting, they've been saying that Tom Baker will die on that day.
No, don't say that.
Nah.
No.
How?
Why would they think that?
Apparently, but because I don't know. But it could be Zygon.
Stars aligned. Oh, yeah.
So what is it? It's April the 3rd today. 17 days. If he makes it to April 21, we party.
Yes.
I mean, everyone kept saying the Queen was going to die, like in early January.
And it doesn't. And there's people saying like, will Prince Philip die? Oh God, is this like the 3rd time he's dead or something?
Like, if you're gonna wish death upon everyone, if you're gonna wish death upon anyone, wish it upon Katie Hopkins. Like
Donald Trump.
Mike Pence first, I'm afraid.
Deleted all of the Whoniversals videos.
I don't wish death upon that person. I just wish to never cross paths with them again. But it's annoying because, like, I see people interacting with someone, but I can't see who it is because it's like, oh, I'm blocked from this person, but I know who exactly they're interacting with.
I've had not because I used to do cosplay and I really regretted doing it in a way, but like same time I don't, because I've had not necessarily drama, but I've had like bad like encounters with people, and I'll mention it on the private chat, but like this person is a right scumbag, and I know you've probably heard of him by now.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the chat. So like, it's another thing why I've stopped going to cons recently is because like there's so many toxic people, and it's supposed to be like a loving environment.
Yeah.
Like the whole fandom should be loving, but like when you go into deep,
I will never do a video crossover with fairies and that.
Yeah, like one day I would like to go to a convention with all current Whoniversals members, and we just
I'd like to go to a convention full stop.
Oh yeah,
I'd just like to go to a convention full stop.
Oh, that guy.
I don't think I know who that guy is.
Oh no.
Yes, don't mention his name because he seems to thrive off publicity for some reason. He's actually using his drama.
I'm not going to mention his name. And
he's using his drama from a few weeks ago to get him views.
All I'm going to say is that he's the only like person who I can confidently say is one of the more viral Doctor Who he's not consistently well known. He's not like a Ballastrack kind of person, but he was when Fugitive of the Jadoon aired. He went viral after not being happy with Joe Martin's Doctor for one reason.
Yeah, let's just try to keep it. I've had a bad encounter.
This now. I've
just had a bad encounter, and it pretty much gave me a con depression, and I lost my momentum. I hated it.
I can guess two. I don't know about this, but I can guess two guesses why he wasn't happy with the casting.
Yeah,
one of them seems more likely.
Yeah, let's just say he's fine with the Doctor being a woman.
Yeah, I thought it would be the other one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh god, I shouldn't have said that.
No.
But okay, let's think
this here's the thing. On Whoniversals, we actually do promote positivity.
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing is, we promote positivity only because we individually promote positivity. As a channel, we just put that energy out there. That's our way to channel that energy. But it's we don't explicitly make videos like, oh, be positive, be positive. No, we're just expressing we're just being non-toxic fans. We're just
there's a way of there's always a way of doing it. Like I keep saying, you can't force positivity into someone because that's just going to cause more negativity because you're forcing someone.
I mean,
we have logic.
We have villain characters in a couple of videos. They're the ones who are trying to destroy the fandom.
Having fun with writing narratives.
Yeah, they're the ones who, in the narrative context, they're the ones who want to destroy the channel or the fan base, etc. Whilst we ourselves, are, however, are the heroes that defend the fan base, however toxic it may get.
Yeah, because we're
the knights in shining armor.
The way I run my channel is because I've changed from 2 years ago. I actually was making Doctor videos. They're all privated now for obvious reasons because I can't stand them, and
one of them isn't.
One of them isn't. I think that's for a reason. I need to check which one it was. But back on that, I think the reason I stopped doing them is because I got immensely bullied at my school. And I don't want it did make me really depressed. I didn't upload for months on ends until I just decided to, boom, let's look at my my VFX I've been starting to make, and I've started to do that instead of things. That's right, and again, if not, I'm kind of throwing it out there. If you want me to do a guest video, I'll probably do it on the evolution of the time vortex or something about the colours and all that.
Yeah.
Because I've actually gone out and made a load of weird colours ones. If anyone cares, but they flopped compared to the other ones. But
yeah,
shame you weren't advertising before, probably in December when we kind of needed it because we had trouble with trying to start the recent rebrand, sort of. Yeah.
Well, that time wasn't a good time for me, and I've only just started remaking stuff.
It wasn't. But obviously, I think if we had you back then, I think we would have used you. I did say somebody else, but unfortunately,
but our thumbnails this year, I love them. I love them. I love our thumbnails.
I do. I like them too.
I also love our tile sequence and theme.
Yeah.
Money well spent. Dalekium, he's worth it.
You paid for it.
Oh yeah.
He did.
Okay.
I
would have offered to do one, but I'm not 100% making something like that because the way I work is really weird. It takes hours on end for making. Well, feel free to keep it. Yeah.
I personally think we should keep it for longer than just a year.
That's fair enough because.
Probably when the next member leaves, I'd say we'll get rid of it. Then again,
actually no. I think we'll wait until we feel like it's stale.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it'll. I think by the end of the year, we'll be fine with it.
Yeah.
The end of next year is a different story, but yeah, I think Dalekium does do really good remixes.
Yeah.
Oh, he does,
yeah. I mean, I liked the 2018 ones, and I thought it was a shame we were getting rid of them after a year. But still, at the time it was a year is a year. To be honest, 2016, the pair of 2016 ones lasted about a quarter of a year each.
Oof.
So
yeah,
and then it was yearly ones from there.
Yeah.
To be honest, the 2018 ones were at risk of going after halfway through because there was going to be a rebrand, but the plan changed, so we kept them on until the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Just like saying,
which I'm glad you did, because it was good incorporating them with the Series 11 theme, well, the Series 11 and 12 theme when it came to the 11 reviews and that. I most distinctly remember them more of the Series 11 stuff than I actually do of the whole kind of videos of the whole period.
Yeah, so like I said, if you ever have a content style month, I'm more than open to do a video on like the Doctor Who Time Vortex or something like that, because that could be something I could do. Then again, because I feel like things have improved for me. My stuff, I'm getting better at my things. A lot more nice to look at, rather than my last year's work. Don't look at it, by the way. Oh god, because that's what I've actually. One of the few things I've actually started enjoying doing in Doctor Who videos, because every time I made them, everyone just cringed at it. God. Oh no. Oh.
Yeah. I feel like visual style in our videos all of us have improved. Like, I feel like some of us still need to tweak some things. Like, I think mainly, Nick, your videos, it's mainly just the text that appears. I think the fact that they're the same color as your thumbnail.
I do that deliberately because it's for the Whoniversals.
Yeah, but it's harder to read. Also, the font isn't a very appealing font. I use.
Which one are you talking? I'm using a new. I'm using a new editing software now, so I don't know if it's any different font now.
I recommend trying to figure out how to do Axiforma. Yeah, because that's the font that's the font that I use in my videos, because that's the current Doctor Who font.
I'm not entirely the biggest fan of the current Doctor Who font.
I just use any font I can. It depends really whenever I'm doing my stuff. It's like,
I might change up my font, in all honesty. I might change it to the font that appears on the title cards of from season 18 to season 23. Just that font, not necessarily in that style, but because I like that font. It's a nice font.
Yeah.
It's either that or Futura book, or Futura even.
Yeah, it's Futura.
You can tell I'm a nerd because I speak about fonts.
Yeah, I was about to say we've gone from talking civilized people, posh people, fonts.
Oh, fonts. Oh. Gotta love fonts.
Oh man.
Of course, I love my Comic Sans.
Oh no, go away.
Oh man.
Comic Sans. Comic Sans should only be used ironically, or that. If you use Comic Sans, there has to be a reason. That's the thing.
Comic Sans has invaded my video. I'm going to have to use it for the whole thing. There you go. Story reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm personally proud of my style now, because it has evolved. I think the modern era of my videos is basically from my season 23 video onward. I think.
Yeah.
Because previously, Almost Companions 1, that is still my old style, where it's just basically just me. Maybe some cutaways at some point, but mostly me with pictures surrounding me. But now it's I cut away to a blurred background that's just a Doctor Who title sequence, if applicable. And if not, now I just used our new end slate, which I think works. And even then, I've tweaked it a bit, where now everything's if I put an element in, it's I make it 90% of its original size, regardless of it's 69 or 4x3.
Fair.
Aspect ratio. Yeah. I think if it was like if I used a clip of one of the Cushing movies, because they're like in widescreen, I think, then I like cinematic widescreen. I don't think I would do it then, because I think it would look a bit weird.
Yeah.
Get that. Right, so how long does a video for you lot take, really? From like, this is what we're doing. How long does it... Well, actually, let's include how long to get the idea, how much planning, how long to make it, and edit all that.
The thing is, I plan most of my video ideas in advance. Like, when a new year happens, I'm like, okay, here's most of my video ideas. And if I don't manage to get them all done, I can carry them over until next year, unless if they're a relevance-based one. So, for example, like, this year I planned for June, I think, I was planning a video, but then that wasn't going to come out until August. Then I delayed it again till November, but then I was just like, I'm going to delay it again until next year to get another video out, which that video has been delayed indefinitely. Well, not indefinitely, until next year. And now the original video that was meant to be for May last year is maybe May last year. Either May last year or June last year or something like that. Is now going to come out May this year. Because
you can type in the private chat. We'll...
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, nothing has to be said out loud, of course.
Yeah.
I accidentally pressed enter. Hold on, I'll type it again.
I was about to say, you were like, what?
What? Oh, just like, oh yeah, the Saturday One Master doesn't exist.
Oh. Oh man,
he still does exist.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's like
that would be
one.
that actually. That would be. I think that'd be a great video.
I don't think I would be able to make it, but like the video I put in the chat just now. That has been planned for a while.
Oh, that one, yeah.
It's written. It's definitely written. I just need to record it, and yeah, it's gonna come out next month. Because I'm actually ahead. Because my next video that I am gonna, the next video that's gonna be released is already done. Because that.
Yeah.
The thing is, sometimes I plan ahead, but like the video that's gonna come out on Wednesday, I just made that on a whim. Because I just thought, I'm actually I'll reveal what it's about. The video that's going to come out on Wednesday is 5 things to do for a Doctor Who fan in quarantine. Because of the current events happening.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to capitalize on current events because I tried to make something funny, something entertaining. That's the main thing. And in all honesty, the video is. The video is a comedy video. It is literally just one big sketch, but it wasn't scripted. But
at the end of each bit, you go, and then afterwards we sit down and watch classic Doctor Who.
No.
No. Okay. Don't worry.
I can't wait for you to see it because I think the video it's not perfect. If it was scripted, it would have been better. But I couldn't be bothered scripting it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I script videos, sometimes I don't.
This podcast is unscripted for that reason.
Yeah.
I was referencing a 5 Who fans video from 2012 that did that.
Wait, Matt, this
7 things to do while
scripted. I'm actually reading off a script right now.
Oh, nice.
Wow, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for ruining this podcast main selling point.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're getting kicked. Bye bye.
So this is coming out on Wednesday.
I hate you.
At least I could have been much meaner.
This is chaotic, and I love it.
At least last time I got left because I had problems with my audio. This time I'm left because I just said it was
You were kicked.
Oh, that was a laugh. No harsh feelings. If you want to make it scripted, you're more than welcome. If you script questions, I should have done that, to be honest.
Yeah. My questions from the Rob Sherman interview were scripted, but like sometimes I ask them out of order. Sometimes I ask questions off the cuff because it's an interview. You bounce off. It's not robotic. You're dealing with another human being. And that's the best way to interview someone. Just treat them like another person. Because they're just another fan.
So, the Maltese penguin, how was that?
Yeah.
Did he do the Maltese penguin? I can't remember.
Yeah, he did do the Maltese penguin. Yeah. Maltese penguin, I think you can still get it for free on the Big Finish website right now. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. But like,
is it just download only?
Not advertising.
I think so.
Yeah, but is it download only? Just out of wondering.
To get it for free, or download only in general.
Yeah, download only for free.
I think it's download only for free.
Yeah. I already got it on CD anyway. CD and download, so I don't have to worry too much.
Yeah, I do. It's one of the bonus releases I own.
I might go get some downloads when I have money, because something I do enjoy. I do just enjoy listening to either the odd Big Finish. I can't remember which ones they were, unfortunately. And also,
on my
for
own
example, other audios, whether that's fan made or anything else. They're really fun to listen to when you're like on a train or on a long journey. Or just like you sit back.
PC made audios. In fact, I'm just going to plug another one of my videos.
Please do.
I love plugging.
I plug this podcast and every other thing I'm in.
Yeah,
You do.
Last year I did a video reviewing one of the most obscure Doctor Who things I own, and that's the miniseries Hornet's Nest, and that's BBC made audio. Tom Baker before he did Big Finish, and it was more so a way to tell people that it existed, but it was mainly a review. I just didn't get to the review until a good few minutes in, because people don't know this exists. I'm gonna educate. And I will say it's worth it if you are interested in possibly listening to it. But like,
isn't there like a whole collection?
It wasn't my
he did
thing.
He did 3 series of it, and then I think
I only own the one though. I only own the Hornet.
Scorpion Quest and Demons something.
Demon's Crest. I think that's the one I own.
Yeah, and then Scorpion something was the last one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then I think he must have gone to Big Finish after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Because it was originally going to be Sarah Jane, and then
but then they had to rewrite it with Leela, and the only one where it works is Wrath of Leon Sionite, the Boudica one, because it works with Leela beautifully, and it's probably the best one. I don't get why people love Energy of the Daleks personally.
I thought it was alright.
I've never listened to the Fourth Doctor ones.
I've only had season 1.
Because they replaced Sarah Jane with Leela. Is it like obvious that they replaced Sarah Jane with Leela? Was it
I don't remember because I found that out after, but I don't think it is that obvious. It's just not that good.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like Sarah needed to be there. It just felt like it didn't fit with Leela most of the time. It only really fit with Leela in the Boudica episode. The other ones, well, it's not that they didn't fit with Leela, because most of the time you can have a companion. It could be any companion most of the time. But, like, Nick Briggs mentioned when writing for Romana, he said, usually you'd think, you can switch out companions. It was Romana 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was in that season of the Fourth Doctor Adventures. But he said, you could switch out companions. He thought that, you could just do that usually, but, like, you really can't, because they have different dynamics, they have different ways of talking, they have all of that. So I think largely episode concepts can feature, like, different companions, but, like, you could sub in any companion, but, like, when dialogue, it will change the episode completely. So I honestly think... like the Sounds of Life and War Against the Lawn, those 2 releases would be very different if it was Leela. Yeah.
It's very understandable.
I've listened to that season and the season with Ann Kelso, new companion, Syndicate Master Plan. The season with Ann Kelso it just feels like it's disposable, but it was still entertaining. I would rather listen to that again than Hornet's Nest, because it still feels like the Fourth Doctor, but only a couple of the episodes actually feel worth it.
Yeah, that's the question.
I think the best episode was worth it. Yeah, right. But like the stuff with Romana one, every single one. The only one that feels the closest one that feels disposable is Phantoms of the Deep with 4 and Romana 1, but like that one's still alright. That one I think was that one's my least favorite one of that season, but I still think it's on par with like the best of the 8th season of the Fourth Doctor Adventures. Which I think my favorite one of that would have been like Fever Island, probably. No. Either Fever Island or the Western Kill. Planet of the Drashids is also alright. You know, I probably won't review Fourth Doctor Adventures Series 8 on the channel. I'm not a reviewer at heart.
Nah, I wouldn't call myself a reviewer as well because I stopped. I didn't review. I just made some top 5s because I'm an unoriginal bastard, and I stopped making those just because I want to do something more original. I haven't uploaded a proper Doctor Who video in a while, but that's probably for the best because VFX is what I'm doing, and apart from the podcast, of course, I'm gonna try to stick to once a month things. So like that's something I need to focus on because the podcast is going to stay Friday or Saturday. We're bringing you 2 episodes this weekend. Wink, wink. We'll discuss that in a bit, and try to be monthly on other videos. Whether that's a new VFX, I want to break into new stuff like using trap code, which I know a lot of people use. And that should be excellent stuff.
Yeah.
So, Thomas, since you have a script, what is on your script?
My script has been half written, half riffed off by somebody. I don't know who did it, but it's probably Zelen. He's after me again because he knows I escaped from that bloody place again.
Yeah, you escaped even though you did not mention you escaped.
I escaped.
I did in the cut bit. But I didn't want to put it in because it distracted from the whole thing.
Yeah, that's valid.
It's the 50th anniversary. It's not really kind of the conclusion of something else.
Yeah.
So
it's
I think the next one you're going to get a conclusion to that, but sort of not the right conclusion. Maybe I'll have a villain. Zelen, maybe not be
I mean, because Cliffhanger Conundrum. Yeah, that definitely, that was done because I was like, I want to start it off with like resolving a cliffhanger and have a cliffhanger at the end of my Timeless Children review. Because I think it was just beautiful. It all worked, and then I was like, now I actually have to resolve the cliffhanger. Someone kidnapped me. I just shoot them.
Because apparently they did say
just so I could get to the video quicker. And then it was pointed out to me after the fact that basically the video was just me shooting my boyfriend, and I was like, oh, that's not no, that happened.
But by the way, to the 2 lovely people watching, please identify yourself because I do like interacting with people. We've not had that really. Yeah. Thomas will agree. We've not had really real interaction. I have now 3 episodes we've done.
We had some last time, but not this time, unfortunately.
Not proper interactions on the first one, and on the second we had more, but like
the last just realised something. More interacting in that, but I guess
I just realised a massive mistake
after the 11th hour rewatch. I think if people aren't just gonna be motivated in that, I think they're just gonna be like,
that's probably why our second one was because second one was eclipsing one of the rewatches. I think what which was it? Dave the Doctor we watched. We was eclipsing at the same time.
Dave the Doctor was Dave the Doctor was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that one.
Rose was the Thursday.
Yeah, because
and
they've
then
announced
the Doctor on Monday.
Yeah,
they've also announced the Doctor's wife will be
because we did Rose.
Oh,
you know.
Ooh, I might join into that one. Although, should I reveal that I'm kind of wanting to do a video on Series 6, like at some point?
Yeah, you can. Sure. I'd enjoy.
I mean,
because,
to be honest, it's my video
Series
ideas, my rules. I can announce stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
But that. Yeah.
It's the same thing with all Doctor Who for me because I like episodes other people don't, and Thomas will agree with me here. Love of Monsters is one of them, and there's episodes that you have to be in a certain. Love of Monsters is not a proper example, but like there's certain moods I'm in that changes how I feel about things. So,
yeah,
like, it's why I say I never say what my favorite episode or my favorite Doctor is because it keeps changing whatever depending on my mood.
The thing is, for me, I can have a definite favorite, but I can't really. I've only just realized what my top 4 favorite Doctor Who stories are. My top 4.
I mean, we all know what your number 1 is.
Yeah, well, my top 4. Number 1, City of Death. Number 2, Waters of Mars. Number 3, Curse of Fenric. Number 4, Caves of Androzani.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you got a 5th?
Which is weird because I got reprimanded by somebody for saying, "Oh, why you got Caves of Androzani as first?" So I changed it to I can't remember.
Well, Caves of Androzani is good. If you like Caves of Androzani,
that's one of the most popular.
It's good. It's good.
That's one of the most popular ones.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it's the second most popular classic after Genesis.
Possibly. In my opinion, I think it's the most popular classic Doctor Who story.
Really? I thought Genesis was.
I don't think people regard Genesis as like the best anymore.
I think Genesis used to be, and then Caves of Androzani took over. Yeah, because in the polls it used to be Genesis was the most classic, most impressive.
It's now Genesis. I feel like it's either Genesis or City of Death for the best 4th Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's Deadly Assassin because.
I would. Yeah. I'd rank. I'm not sure. I need to watch them again.
My top 3 are City of Death, Ark in Space, Genesis. Deadly Assassin might be 4th.
Oh yeah, Ark in Space is good.
Yeah, it is.
What my 3rd favorite
what's my top
Tom
5?
story is though.
What's 5th? I'm not sure. 5th might be Pyramids of Mars.
Hmm.
I do have to mention. I think Andrews of Tara is a brilliant story.
Oh yeah. It's good.
I think that's
for some reason people say they like season 16, but
season 16's good.
No one likes any of the stories.
What
they mean by they like season 16 is they like Romana and Wand.
Yeah, I think the only one in that season I don't like is the Power Crow.
The only one in that season I don't like is the Armageddon
Factor. I like the
Factor.
Power Crow. What is Ruby's problem with Power Crow? I find that more entertaining than
the bad visuals,
which really
aren't that bad.
Well,
in my opinion,
not really, because to be honest, like there is a lot of stuff even I like which has bad visuals, and well, again, they're talking about Caves of Androzani. It's got that tar and wood creature.
I think Power Crow looks better than some stuff in City of Death.
Andrews of Tower is the one that has the Tower and Wood Beast, not Caves of Androzani.
Is it? Oh, but there is. I keep forgetting the creature.
It's the name. The clue's in the name. You might be thinking of that dragon creature in the caves.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that's in it.
Yeah, I think that's probably the weakest part of that story because it was just there for a bit.
It's just because it's like, oh, there's no monsters in this, Robert. John, I am writing a good script. Have a fucking monster in it, Mr. Holmes. Fine. And then next year it's just like, oh, have the Sontarans in it. I've already got a monster in it this time. Sontarans? But we've already got.
And they do nothing.
I don't think you heard me, Mr. Holmes. I want Sontarans.
Yes. And he also wanted to stab people.
Whoa.
Why?
I think the best villain of season 22. I can't remember the character's name, but it was Jacqueline Pierce.
Chesini.
Oh, actually,
Chesine.
Yeah, Chesini. She's probably the objective best, still is also a contender for the best of that season. And for people who say Davros, he was good, but I don't think he was as good as like Syl or Chessian.
Yeah.
But I think my personal favorite was Tekker.
Do you think Terry Malloy's Davros was better in Resurrection?
I don't know. I think I prefer him. I prefer him in Revelation.
As much as he's like really brief in Remembrance, I think that's probably his best performance in the TV.
Yeah,
because he makes that brief performance so kind of like good.
Yeah.
Instead of kind of like
even if Davros didn't really need to be in it. I'm in the minority.
In the end,
people don't
you
like
are just. Yeah, in the end, you are just another Time Lord. Oh, Davros, I am far more than just another Time Lord.
I'm the timeless child. I'm the timeless child, Davros.
Dimmy tweeted that after that episode
there's not an edit that says that one day.
Yeah, Dimmy tweeted that the Seventh Doctor knew all along.
Yeah.
Which would actually make sense. It's the Seventh Doctor.
And then he forgot when he had amnesia.
What's new? It does beg the question: how did Seven know in the first place?
That's my least favorite part about the Eighth Doctor. Everyone just decides, hey, how about we give him amnesia again?
For no reason.
Why? Just because something happened on the day you were born doesn't
considered in like the TV movie because, of course, it was a botched regeneration. But like,
his first novel
has been like okay.
His first novel, the Eight Doctors, the first story after the TV movie he was in, has him have amnesia again.
Well, it wasn't
in a
his
trap
first
set by the
ever
Master.
novel, but it was the first. It's canonically the first adventure he has. If you count the
because of the TV movie novelization.
It was either the TV movie novelization or the Dying Days.
Dying Days came out in 1997.
Yeah.
So the novelization.
It was the novelization first. Then it was Eight Doctors, then Dying Days.
Right.
Although was it the other way around? Because Dying Days came first, and then they ended the Virgin range, and then they went the Eighth Doctor range afterwards. Yeah, there might be the other way around.
The thing is, with Eight Doctors, it starts directly after the TV movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dying Days is still like early in his life.
Yeah.
It's still pretty weird.
Just blimey, how do you not hold this information in your brain? I tend to forget things really quickly.
I would say it's really early, but then again, he picked up a new companion in the first.
I hold this information in my brain through countless hours of studying Doctor Who. I am a scholar in
by
the
knowing
universe.
you guys. That's it. By knowing you guys, I just need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Nick
I
and
think I
I
know more
are
behind the scenes stuff on
encyclopedias.
like the new Revived series than I do of these two. I think. Cause
Yeah, I'm not
What
really.
are we talking about now? What are we talking about now? We just changed
Our areas
we're just talking about like how much information we kind of all know about.
Look, I envy this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
my area of
No, I tried-
expertise is mainly just. I mean, Big Finish mainly, but like, I can talk about anything on Whoniversals. Like, I've not really talked about the new series that much. If I speak about the new series, I speak about the classic series as well. I think the only videos where I've only really talked about the new series, like specifically the new series, are my reviews of new series episodes.
No, Cliffhanger had a lot more into the new series. Then again,
but I mentioned the classic series as well. In Cliffhanger Conundrum. I'm meaning just the new series, I think. Because Orphan 55, I could have mentioned Mysterious Planet, but I chose not to.
Ooh.
Because that's not the point of my review. The point of my review is, okay, the episode's here now. What do I do? Like, same thing with Timeless Children, I didn't mention Hellbent. Ascension of the Cybermen, I didn't mention previous Cyberman stories. I was just like, this is this.
Yeah, just focus on what you're doing. Don't mention other things because what I've noticed on some videos, not mentioning, because if you mention other episodes, it tends to like change people's using. It's like causes problems. Like it's better to focus on one thing.
Yeah. I would only mention stuff from the current season, or maybe even the current
that's fair enough.
Because that was my methodology for Lee's reviews, and just because I'm reviewing this episode, I'm not reviewing like the fucking entirety of the program. I'm reviewing the only callback I made to like previous episodes was just like inferring that I don't remember if I say I'm happy the Matrix has been brought back or not. I think I do, but
I think you did, yeah.
But like the main thing I say is like, oh, this with the Cybermen in Timeless Children, their plan, in my opinion, doesn't work as it's not a very Cyberman plan, and I didn't agree with the whole like idea where it's like just like they're lampshading it, saying, yeah, we know this is bad. Well, if you know it's bad, don't write it.
Yeah,
like it's
not one of the weaker points of the finale.
Yeah, because like it's not a Cyberman plan, and just because the Master says it's not that good, so okay, it's like saying like you're writing a character as a misogynist, and yet like for no reason
they know,
and then it's like Twice Upon a Time all over again.
And it's yeah.
But hey, I liked The Timeless Children. I gave it a 9 out of 10. The gripes I had with it are minor.
I think I gave it 8.5, but I didn't even review it, so what am I on about?
Yeah.
I gave it a 7.
In your review on your own channel.
I played it with everybody and said I hated it, and then I didn't.
Yeah, I know. And it just caused a massive triggering.
Really?
I
did it probably more of a trigger.
I did play around with people saying I made a remix of that. I was just saying praise ship, no praise ship. I'm trying to be funny, but that clearly didn't work out in my favour.
Then again, the only story I've actually really had like hate towards is again Praxis, because it literally gave me nothing. I've always said that it literally gave us nothing. Because Matt remembers when on the night because we used to do a couple of calls before, we just stopped doing the Praxis. As Praxis, we just couldn't say anything.
Yeah,
because we did do a couple of calls. We did a call after Nikola Tesla and one after Fugitive.
Oh god, I love that. I love both of those, man.
I love the Fugitive one because it was literally just like, what the fuck are we gonna do?
Yeah, the only problem I have with it, it's like 3-4 episodes crammed in one. Like the first 20 minutes is Jadoon, next 20 minutes is Captain Jack, and the next 20 minutes a new Doctor. What? It's like bananas.
Yeah, Timeless Children had the same problem, in my opinion, and to a lesser extent.
That to a lesser extent. It was more calm.
Yeah, and to a lesser extent, Ascension as well, with the whole Brendan stuff.
Yeah,
was that even needed in that episode?
No. It was.
If it's the Doctor being the timeless child, it's like, why would you just stick on Earth and be? Again, I'm not complaining. What the bloody hell is your TARDIS?
It was stuck on the wrong episode. I think it should have been stuck on the Timeless Children, because that would have opened it a bit better, because then you kind of guess the reason why, and then when they find out it's the division, and at that point in those flashbacks, have the Doctor and the Master literally just go and check on them. That would have been the perfect part to kind of cut it.
I'm actually fine with where it was placed, because if you treat it as one big story, it works to me.
If Jodie's only doing the series, then
the reason why it doesn't work is because you had to wait a week.
There's also, as much as I did make a few talks about this once. I think it would just be, I really kind of want it, just not for like story reasons or because I want them to stay just so all of the not my Doctor get triggered even more, because I think that I just find I call it bad, but it's really funny at the same time. Like, and also we need to make another female Doctor just to trigger them off even more. It's just funny to watch. I shouldn't be saying this.
It is, yeah.
Can I just say, I think Jo Martin's Doctor is probably the. If she had more stuff to her, I honestly think she could become like one of my favorite Doctors ever. Yeah.
Agreed.
I
saw a lot of people who preferred her to actual Jodie herself. I mean, I'm not saying
do, but I'm not saying anything bad about Jodie. I'm just saying Jo Martin, the way she was written had more potential, although she didn't feel as proper doctory, mainly because she had more she was willing to use violence to solve her answer. She was a bit she was a bit more friendly towards that aspect. So yeah, but
when I saw that, I was like, before Time Machine was before that what happened in Time Machine was a thing. I was like, could this be alternate reality because people are acting darker because there's different possibilities. But like, if it's the same person, it's like, okay, what's this? And again, incarnations are different. My head's going a bit weird. It's still driving me a bit weird.
I was sort of thinking like in Inferno, where there's that kind of hint that like the world leader in Inferno is the Doctor and that, but you kind of don't know it or don't see it. You just kind of get it mentioned in that maybe the Doctor went down this really dark path and that and never came back true.
I don't remember that bit. I saw Inferno a year ago, but I don't remember that bit. Yeah, it's a whole year ago. Still,
like a couple of years ago, and I still remember those bits.
Well, I said when I saw it a year ago, last time I saw it, so I've seen it at least twice. I managed to get the original. I managed to get the original DVDs in September as well, so I'll have to. September, October. No, not October. August or September. So I'll have. Yeah, I think September. I'll have to watch that at some point.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just went all over the place.
No, it's fine because this is fine.
I think it was September.
Yeah. I'm thinking. How long are you all going to stay on? Because it's getting close to 10 o'clock. I'm going to try and.
Oh, I think it's how long we're going to stay on altogether. Like.
I don't mind.
I'm fine with whatever you guys want.
Okay.
But I was going to say about the question, how long each member will stay on. For me, it depends because again, I said to Matt last year I might only do this briefly, and then he was really kind of adamant, saying like, no, we want to keep you on, and I was like okay. Then.
Like we're not going to force you. But we prefer it if you were.
Of course, yeah. If I want to leave, I might leave. Yeah, there might be external reasons in that, and I've got everything planned for this year. It's just, and one stuff I've planned for next year. So I've got stuff done, but it's just like if I want to leave, then I can kind of, crush all the.
Yeah, no one's stopping you. I mean, no one's stopping you. Ben just decided he didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah. Which is sad because I liked him. I liked him in.
Yeah. I mean, it might be a bit.
It was just sad that he didn't do anything in 2019.
Yeah, apart from Resolution, that was it.
Yeah.
Which is better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, 2019 you can say is a year of basically just bad then good.
Well, 2019 was dried out for content. You had to scrape the barrel because you had no series to work with.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't have to scrape too much if we had more than 2 people making videos every other couple of weeks.
Yeah, because the first half of 2019, I think my videos were I think. Yeah, my videos were. Yeah, but because it was mostly you because my upload schedule is basically once a month.
Okay, I think mine might have been once or twice a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is more than mine.
So
and
it's
even then, I couldn't.
That I came along and kind of.
Yeah, you kind of helped.
Yeah.
And then Jean came back a bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, once.
I will apologise for this. I will apologise for doing about 2 for the first couple of months and that. But the thing was, the only reason I wanted to do 2 in the couple of months was just to see how if I could do it and plus to kind of also see how people would receive me, because if you have more there at the start, then you'll have more to kind of like get a closer kind of get a closer amount of knowledge of that. And I actually haven't asked you to, like, what since I've joined, what do you think of kind of me, and what do you want to see me improve, and what do you want to see me just keep on doing?
I think maybe if you get I don't know if it's your microphone or not, but there seems to be some sort of a sound issue, and in some cases, like the last video, your last video,
it's like I've had.
You can speak a bit too loud and it can be a bit difficult to hear, but that's not all the time. That's occasionally.
That's a bit like
times so I've had to go back
for some reason
hear. I will say this though, to be honest, I think I've got that same. Yeah. To be honest, I do have to say I think I had that problem. I've got that problem at the moment as well, not with stuff I'm putting out, but stuff I'm making. So I think I kind of share that issue, but I think when it's audio. But definitely back with the Chris video, you did say something quite fast, and it was difficult to hear the first time.
Yeah, that's like mine. If you go looking at stuff I've done in the past, I talk really fast because I don't know.
Other than that, you're doing really well. You have done some great videos, some really enjoyable stuff. The Ident review was great, and I really enjoyed your Time Agent 1 too. Fellow Time Agent fan here.
Oh, thanks.
And
that was basically Jamie Carroll came up and said that was like one of the greatest Time Agent videos around, and I was just like, oh my god. Now I've spoken to him before. He's a really nice man. Like
I think I saw him very briefly at a convention.
Nice.
I didn't know it was him
in 2018. So there is. Sorry.
Yeah.
I did interview him in 2018, and I do have all those questions there. But if I can ask him, and this would be just in case like we have a month where there's nothing around and I can't play anything. But then again, I planned the whole year, so it's not like there is no content in that. I might put that around, but then again, it might be a bit dated because it was 2018 and Time Agent Series 4 wasn't out and that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Series 4, my prediction of when Episode 3 was going to come out was wrong. I thought it was going to be a week or two after the episode in Series 12, after Series 12 finished. I thought it would be a week or two, around the time of the Faceless ones coming out. Because to me, it looks like a 6-week thing. Maybe it will be maybe it is an episode each 2 months. Perhaps we might see one this month.
I was really surprised that episode 2 came out on my birthday. That was a great birthday treat. Yeah, exactly. I just coming home to see Time Agent in your
that was a surprise.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the last episode to see how it goes. I think Series 4 is good.
Yeah.
I think
are you going to do a video on it?
Best. Yeah, I'm going to wait until the series is out.
Nick, didn't you say you wanted to do it?
I'm going to do a video on Series 4 as a whole when it's finished. I've done reactions to the 2 episodes. I'm going to do individual reviews, and then Series 4 I'll do as a reflection on the whole.
Then again, I feel like if I did it, then I might be a bit more critical than Nick. So it depends really. If you guys, if it comes out, if you guys want. Yeah.
I don't think this series has been as strong as Series 3. I think it's around the same level as Series 2.
Yeah.
I think it's the same level as Series 2.
I can obviously detain about the problems that they've had with, of course, the refilming and that. Like, episode 1, there was a lot of refilming in there, but 2 wasn't as much. I think you could tell only the final scene was done, so it must have been done in 2013 mostly.
Yeah.
That
is sort of a problem because then you kind of get one performance and then like you have another performance 6 years later.
Yeah,
it's just
2018,
like
19.
Kind of. It's like James Morris' voice is definitely kind of outgrowing age.
Yeah, I think technically it started filming in 2011, maybe even a bit of 2010. No, that would be Series 3. Series.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Started at the end of 2011.
There's a video out by a good friend of mine.
what's his name? I'm going to get his name wrong. Oliver Alexander, and he used in a cameo in episode 2 of series 4, and that.
I think I saw a video by. I think I saw a video by 2 people appearing in the episode, and they put out a video blog in 2014.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Were they the 2 robbers? Were they the 2 robbers?
Yes, they were. It was Oliver Alexander and Peter M. George, if I'm right in saying, who since then I've both worked with, and
nice.
Nice people.
Yeah,
nice people. But what about you, Matt? Because you haven't said anything.
I don't watch Time Agent.
You should.
No. I meant about me.
But okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's mostly. It is mostly the mic, and
yeah,
it is mostly vocal. The issues, but the editing style is good.
Yeah, I will also interject there that Ben had a similar issue as well.
Yeah.
Well, Ben was the issue that he originally just wanted. I think originally just wanted to kind of like have a face reveal there, and then kind of like distinguishes content from who Pan being Axe content, which is again it was just completely different. Yeah. But his problems, I think, just really kind of didn't stick, because one video it was like, oh, he's going to show his face, and then the second one is going to be like, oh, right, well, he's going to go microphone and that. With me, it's microphone all the way until kind of at one point it's just I'm trying to find the time mentally where I can kind of go, right, I'll do it, and I do have a point where I want to do it, but it's not until later in the year, so maybe you might see an ugly mug. Then again,
same with me.
If you search hard enough, you could find the ugly mug anyways. So yeah.
That's the kind of reason why I don't show our face. Well, I don't show my face on this podcast. Because one, it slows down the stream, and two, because I don't like people like seeing what I'm doing when I'm just sitting here in a chair with my PC next to me,
and I'm lying on the bed watching Doctor Who, which I'm actually watching the Snowmen at this moment.
Decent episode.
Yeah,
it's good.
Don't know why it's an episode that gets undeserved hate to me.
Clara.
It's
not actually good in that one.
Actually,
that one's so much superior.
Yeah. Well, I think your
series 7. I
can't
remember
something.
If series 7 just didn't exist, you're just like, there you go, that's the end of it. I think people would like it more.
Yeah. Well,
if Series 7 was...
Well, if Asylum of the Daleks didn't exist, Series 7 would be a lot better.
Yeah.
No, there's more series.
I
don't mind that one.
I wish that was the worst one of the season. It's not. It's Asylum of the Daleks.
I agree. I'm just saying that.
On paper, it's incredible. It sounds like a brilliant idea. It's like the worst Daleks, the worst, but like... no, Moffat had to like, no, let's do something different. Let's make this. Let's go into my mystery box and get something new.
I mean, that bit wasn't too bad.
Let's have this character who we're going to kill off, and then...
That bit wasn't too bad. Yeah. That wasn't the problem.
I think the worst part about it is Amy and Rory's relationship, and the second worst part about it is that Moffat just doesn't know how to write the Daleks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and he just doesn't understand them.
The third problem is that he will just write anything between a start and an end. He will do anything to get to the end, as Troby described it in his original review.
Yeah, like he will give a start, give an end, but he will do anything to just get into that end. It would just basically if he has to butcher characters, if he has to kind of make the story irrelevant, then that's it. Yeah,
exactly. That was the problem.
Yeah.
That was a problem, I should say. I mean, Amy and Rory and he can't write Dalek stuff. That was bigger issues.
Then again,
but,
I would prefer Silence of the Daleks to Journey to the Centre of the TARDIS, which is
I don't know. I'll see.
I think
pretty shocking.
Yeah. Good job I'm not doing a Series 7 video. I'm doing my plan is to do a Series 6 video because I feel like that one gets
I'm doing Series 6. I'm doing Series 7 and the Series 6
Part 1 doesn't deserve hate. It's Part 2. It's just Part 2 is a bit of a mess.
Apart from the 2 stories which I actually physically hate because of this due to stuff, and one of them which is offensive to myself. Series 6's Part 1's fine.
Yeah, Part 1's great.
Yeah, Part 1.
I mean, Part 1 has.
Curse Black.
Well, we'll see. I'm gonna.
I think
rewatch it.
Both are just. I think both sides are equal.
Yeah.
More or less. I think because Part 1 you've got Black Spot and the Ganger two-parter.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. It's just, but like the Ganger was like excuse to have too much.
Series 6 Part 1, there's a lot less good in it, and Series 6 Part 2, apart from Let's Kill Hitler and Closing Time and the Whoniversals song, I think every other story in Series 6, and I mean Night Terrors and the God Complex, are really good stories, and I think those two are underrated.
I mean, I'm gonna rewatch it and then make my video and go, okay, what's
definitely agree with Night Terrors and God Complex. They're underrated. I'll give them that. Yeah. Not mate, they're not.
Also, by the way, John's in the comments. Oh shit.
Yeah. Just noticing on that. Some of you followed me, and I'm really chuffed. I feel loved.
Don't follow me, otherwise I'll whack you with a Mars bar. That's not it. Only John will get that.
Speaking of,
they won't just eat the Mars bar.
Speaking of Series 6. Fun fact, I don't know if you're already aware of this, but Doctor's wife was supposed to go originally 3rd, Night Terror's 4th, and Black Spot 9th. And then they swapped them round to what they are now.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what the logic behind that was.
What's a fun fact from me? Well, of course, Doctor's wife was supposed to be in Series 5 as the...
Yeah, initially.
Originally.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask anybody, but it's a really strange, weird thing to ask. But in Series 7 Part 1, when you see the first TARDIS, does anybody see that kind of wall, that weird thing in the TARDIS? Because I swore in like when I was watching The Angels Take Manhattan a couple of days ago, I saw because originally they had a concept of this like swirly wall and that, like this really swirly wall. Apparently, here's a fun fact you may not know: they had to redo the TARDIS about 3 times.
Okay, sorry about that. My laptop battery went weird. If something noticed weird what happened.
Yeah,
so I had to plug it in. I'm alright now.
They redid the TARDIS 3 times because it kept breaking. The first Matt Smith TARDIS, I'm talking about the second one. Because apparently it kept breaking. There was a lot going on, and they just decided to bin it. And when they moved into the new studios, that was
So I was wondering, when you were talking about that, is that why they decided to give it a new TARDIS?
I mean, it is superior.
I think it's just because of 50th anniversary. No, I don't think that was the reason why they got a new TARDIS. I think it was just because 50th anniversary and that, and so what. I think
it's superior to the other one. Don't fight me.
Yes.
The Smith Capaldi one is so much superior to the.
I'm not gonna.
But the Matt Smith title sequence from like Series 5, Series 6, I don't get why they changed it.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. But like, especially the Series 7 ones, they were awful.
Because you had to ruin it. Yeah.
Series 7 Part 1 was awful. They were just
Series 7 Part 2 was also awful. It's only better because it's not just like it's not lazy.
My opinion changed it a few times.
It's not reusing a title sequence and just editing something over it. It's not.
Yeah, at least they try to do something new.
It's not 12-year-olds. They just only use the first draft. Doctor title sequence. It's more a 16-year-old's Doctor Who title sequence.
Sounds. That's funny. Actually.
Not to say you, Matt.
Yeah, like this is something I could talk about if I do that video. But like, it's a good.
Yeah.
It looks good, but like it just looks weird. It needs some scrubbing and rehashing in a few areas. And it could be good.
It doesn't look. when Nick was saying about the new TARDIS, I was going to say it shouldn't have been the snowman. I think it should have been the Bells of St. John.
Yeah.
Because...
but the reveal was brilliant. I love that reveal.
It just feels weird it's in a Christmas special. It's not in the first episode of the new series and that.
I feel like that's also because...
And that would have been better because then it's the Bells of St. John, but then we kind of see this new TARDIS and that, and it makes more sense. I just think...
I think they did it because we know at Christmas there's going to be more people watching. It's like, oh, and more people's going to be and there's like, oh, look, more people watching. There's an excuse to make this, even though it's dark. Oh, I love it.
Watch the Snowman. Not
really?
Many people watch the Snowman. Actually, it was decreased from Doctor Weird in the Wardrobe.
Don't mention that. It sucks.
Yeah, worst
one. Trust me, I've got a video plan for that.
Oh dear! Oh god, that's gonna be hard to get through.
That might have been the reason why.
Yeah, and my and Rebel Flesh, like them getting ranty type of videos, especially Rebel Flesh because of that joke that they do. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You two won't get it until I actually fully on rant about it because.
I don't blame you for ranting on that story.
But it is truly a bit offensive because they get everything wrong with it, and it just kind of offends me as an opener. Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. I love how I love the comment section right now. John and Rob going weird.
I think I might know what joke you mean. One in episode 5.
Yeah, you would do. Yeah.
You lie on.
It's the one about Monster Munch.
Okay.
You just said it. Oh, I hate it.
Oh, sorry.
I could rant about it now, but it'd ruin the whole thing, and the thing comes 6 months later.
Yeah, let's savor things.
No worries.
So should we announce the schedules now, or should we kind of just?
You're more than welcome to announce it now. It's more.
Do we have
for me.
Do we have a schedule? The answer is no. I mean, the only thing that is
we've got planned months. We've got planned months. We can talk about.
Yeah, we do. That's true. But I've got video ideas for most of them.
Yeah.
Most of the 3 that we are doing this year.
Yeah, there's 3 that we're doing this year. It's one of them has to do with Monster Munch, then the other one has to do with Quavers, and the last one has to do with.
Did you not lose a bet or something?
No.
Why have all things Quavers and Monster Munch?
It's not. At least it's not Pig Slaves, Matt. At least it's not Pig Slaves.
Pig slaves are a gift to humanity.
Yes, they are.
Pig slaves will take the lift.
You won't get it, guys. You won't.
We have loads of inside jokes. I'm sorry.
We have a lot of inside jokes about pig slaves and that. It's just weird.
Literally.
Then again. Well, it's been 2 hours. Do you want to finish it?
Do you want to? Yeah. It's been. Guys.
Yeah, I'm. If you guys want to finish it,
Well, we're trying to keep
it. We usually finish it 2 hours because we give it at least about 2 hours.
If you want to, we can talk for a little bit longer, but stop the chat.
Our longest is 2 hours and 12 minutes.
Yes. We're at 2:02, about to come to 2:03. So
yeah, we're 2:03 now.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say we should announce me, Matt, the other Matt, Delta Matt.
Yeah.
All right. You see, I'm an Alpha Chad, and he is just Delta Matt.
Yeah, just call me just
Delta Matt and Ryan Matt. There you go.
You went there. Don't bring him into this.
Well, you did shoot him in a video.
Yeah, I got him in a video, but like,
he's really cool.
Yeah.
By the way, please subscribe. I've noticed a lot of people watching.
You're not going to go to the 2 minute, 3 minute mark and go, "Oh, Matt, what have you done now?"
Please subscribe. By the way, I like views.
I subscribed.
Have you? I'll wait. Thank you.
Anyways,
I like subscribing.
So, Delta Matt, who is our next person that we're going to be having?
Yes, it is.
it is the incredible Sir Sameguan OBE is our next guest.
Yes.
If you don't know,
he's not a true OBE.
He's not a true OBE. It's just for me, but it's Sam Grant of Dark Light Films. If you don't know who Sir Sameguan is, which you should. That's our next guest on tomorrow. Time
that should be tomorrow
at
7. Tomorrow at 7.
About around that time.
BBC One.
Yes, or well, BBC Delta. That's what I call me now. That should be that's our next one in line, and I have another. I do have someone I want to ask soon. I won't mention them, but that you'll find out later. But that should be that. If I can get them on, I'll be beyond happy. And also, if anyone is interested in coming on, we could do whatever really. We're open to art.
Then again, you guys are. I think you guys will be welcome for a return if, say, we do a return season. Yeah, when we do a return season, we just try to get everybody else back on because there was
absolutely everyone is allowed. I'm always open to returning.
To do quavers.
Yeah, like of course they're gonna have to be scheduled. We won't have the same person on like 2 weeks in a row or within a few months of each other. We try to get more variety in here, and we can have people on after about a few months. Yeah. So wait at least 4 or 5 months until someone else comes and returns.
But
if that long, we're on 4 episodes so far. I'm feeling pretty good about myself.
Yeah. You two did actually this though, because you could have just mugged it off and just said nah.
Yeah, again, I am thankful for letting you come on because I'm a nobody in the Doctor Who community. I'm just that sad person who makes weird tweets and VFX.
I'm only famous for these guys.
Exactly, and we're both.
Yeah, well, I don't even consider us famous. Like,
well, you're more famous than us.
Infamous, probably.
We're slowly but gradually getting more known.
You're not as famous as Time of the Hoovians, but you should be as famous as Time of the Hoovians.
Well, you should be. Make better content.
I mean,
yes, 10 out of 10.
I mean, I do my best.
The day you become equal is when you make Is Laszlo Still Alive?
Why would you do that? Like, I'm not interested in theory-based videos. I'm interested in videos about the show itself, and not is this one character from this one episode still alive? Nah, well,
that's what they
talk about certain characters from certain episodes. That's what the Almost Companions is.
Yeah. Is Elton Pope still alive as well?
Exactly, is Elton Pope still alive?
I mean, I think Mark Warren is.
Yeah, Mark Warren is.
There he is.
But is Elton Pope still alive? I don't know. I don't know what his chances of survival in every single alien invasion is. He might have been written out of time for all I know. Time travel be like that.
Yeah. He was one of the
I'm going to put some in private chat that Thomas will get.
Yeah, he was one of the characters Russell's considering bringing back for Stolen Earth. Before settling. I think because he was still thinking of having the companion be Penny, the journalist, that Donna, Elton, Mr. Copper, and Harriet Jones were the 4 characters he was considering. Eventually, Donna ended up as a companion, and it was Harriet Jones who ended up in the episode as a guest character. Yeah. With a reference to Mr. Copper.
Although Clive Swift was courted for a while, and then he did that interview, and then all of a sudden they wasn't going to let him back, which is a shame. Yeah.
Jean just said, "Big Finish Linda spin-off." Yes, please. I'd actually. I'll be open to having that. We need a Victor Kennedy spin-off as well.
What was the interview he did that caused him to not come back? Did he spoil it?
It was the Doctor Who magazine interview in issue 391. It's famous now as Benjamin Cook, and if you bring up Doctor Who magazine interview, Clive Swift, it's the one he's most famous for because he told Ben Cook, the reporter, to F off. Yeah.
Blimey.
Apparently he was having a bit of a bad day, but that was just Big Finish Duggan spin-off, yes please. Especially when he's actually. Yeah. It's
I think the only reason they've not done anything with Duggan.
He's not doing the Duggan spin-off.
The only reason why they haven't done stuff with Duggan and haven't done stuff with City of Death is because they don't really have the rights to do anything Douglas Adams related.
Oh.
They did Shada. They did their own Shada adaptation only because they got the rights because it was a BBC project and then that was agreed through that.
Yeah.
It's a bit different as well, anyway.
And that person did it in the book.
At least someone better did City of Death.
Yeah,
the novelization. I've actually started reading it, and it's great.
It is, yeah. I've read it about
feels
5
like
times.
it's like it feels exactly like Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yeah.
James Goss is great.
Which is weird because you get those kind of writers where you think you can only kind of replicate them once and that's it. But with Douglas Adams, it seems like with the novelization, it was replicated in that. I like it. Yes.
Nice.
I can't remember if that was no. I didn't bring that one to Paris actually because I bought it as when I went to Paris, but I didn't bring it along. That was my main gripe about it. Because I had Rose and the Christmas Invasion in Paris, but I didn't have City of Death in Paris, which was a bit of a bloody shame, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Are they novelising the other 2 Douglas Adams stories?
They've been done.
Range? I meant as part of Target.
I think they're from novelisation.
Oh, as part of Target. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if Charter and Pirate Planet are being... Actually, isn't... Yeah, I think Pirate Planet is.
Pirate Planet is.
Yeah.
It was announced.
Along with the movie.
Yay.
And the 2 Dalek 80s ones that haven't been part of the Target range yet.
And Rob Sheeman's Dalek.
They're out. Oh.
I know they're out, but they've not been part of the Target range yet. Now they're being released as part of the Target range.
And of course, Rob Sheeman's Dalek, which Matt would be...
I'll probably read it. I'll probably get it and read it.
And then you've also got 110, 111, 112 in the Witchfinders.
Ooh.
No, there's no 10th Doctor one.
Is there not?
No, there's no 10. It's 9, 11, 12. Oh, why did I say 9, 11?
No, I don't even think there's a 12th Doctor one.
Okay.
I think it was Dalek, Crimson Horror, and Witchfinders, done by their respective writers on TV.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Mark Gatiss and Joy Wilkinson. It was only going to be a matter of time before Mark Gatiss did one of his.
Yeah.
And Crimson Horror was in my guess.
Again, Mark Gatiss started in the novels, and I think that's why he should kind of like.
Yeah, like he did a surprising amount of books. Like he did 2 New Adventures and a handful of PDAs.
Nightshade. Nightshade is great.
The Nightshade Big Finish adaptation is beautiful. I love it.
Yes. With the other ones, who's doing those?
Joy Wilkinson and Robert Shearman.
No, with the classic ones.
Oh, classic ones.
These are all... Yeah, Gary Russell's done the movie, because these are re-releases of, like, older books. Pirate Planet is James Goss.
That's the Pirate Planet one from a few years ago.
Yeah. The TV movie is the one from the 90s, done by Gary Russell. And the 2 80s Dalek ones are done by Eric Saywood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And did James Goss do City of Death?
Yes.
The one that came out last year?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Yes.
So if Sharda got republished,
was done
by Gareth Roberts originally?
Sharda was done by that person who we can't mention now.
Yeah.
Who Nick, you did just mention, but no, we're not going to mention him.
So
who mentioned him?
Who
mentioned him?
Nick just mentioned him.
Naughty.
You stupid man! Would he be coming? Would his version be the one republished?
Probably.
No.
Contrasting.
But I mean, I think it probably.
Did BBC Books ban him? Like BBC.
They banned him, but like if it's a reprint, a reprint's a reprint.
Yeah, they.
So I think they probably would reprint his, but they wouldn't ask him to do anything new.
Yeah, not even a forward or introduction.
No. They would ask James Goss.
Good evening.
Or maybe Tom Baker.
From the dawn of time, and this is my wife.
That's Stephen Moffat.
Screaming. Sorry, I love that joke.
Nice.
I don't know why. Stephen Moffat.
But by the way, if you've been watching the whole thing, or if you're watching the whole thing, you deserve to treat yourself to something nice. Same with every one of our podcast episodes.
Go watch Love and Monsters again. It's a good story.
Eat a truffle.
Actually, yeah.
Yes, actually, I like that.
It's actually I like Love and Monsters. I don't love it, but I like it.
Yeah, Love and Monsters is alright.
Exactly.
I did a review of it at the start of last month, and I did a fairly honest, decent, and fair review of it, where I said I liked it, but I had my issues with it. John actually said it was a good review in a comment.
By the way, John's is. Yeah. Have you written any questions for Matt for your interviews?
Because
I haven't written any questions. This is unscripted.
Okay, he's referring to the fact that Scott Hancock and James Goss sort of were like, we can do interviews. When I said, when I just put into the ether, these are people I would want to interview at some point. I haven't gotten anything back from like Russell T Davies or Paul Cornell, but like the other two were like, yeah. I mean,
if you get Russell T Davies, you've got to have me on.
Man, if you get Russell T Davies, that would be amazing.
Yeah, like, if we get Russell, then we'll get.
Look, if Russell T Davies came on, I would not just ask Davian questions all the time. I'd ask a bit more than that.
Nice.
If he was on this podcast, I think I would. Yeah. I think I'll die inside, but in a good way.
Yeah, I would like to be there as well. If Russell was there, I'd like to be there.
Oh yeah, I think if Russell came on, I think we'd all be here, and I'd be like the one, like basically going, okay, I would be the one like basically going, order, our Lord and Savior is here though, so I get why we're all in this order.
I'd be just going that I'm shaking my booty.
This is
why. Russell, why did you write that line?
Because it's a classic line. Don't diss it.
Oh no! It's one of the greatest lines in the program. I'm just saying.
Ooh, I'm shaking my booty.
My booty.
RTD is bae. Yes, he is.
Yeah. RTD era is one of my favorite eras of the show.
He likes my comments on Instagram.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was like, Senpai's noticed me.
Yeah. I think I'd need to like email Russell or something like that if I wanted to like do an interview with him. Like, he's a busy guy, but like, yeah.
You could take a couple.
Because he has a career.
Yeah. Got understand that and all.
Yeah,
that.
But
that'd be amazing.
He's Russell T Davies. He's a Doctor Who fan. So if he really I would have to mention like who I've interviewed before. Like, I interviewed like Rob Shearman and these people. Yeah.
And again, saying that, I'd have anyone like really related to Doctor Who on really.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. No, I have a limit. I would never in a million years interview like people like the Thumb or Madame Kavarian or the Mars Turf. These are code names for certain real world people who are connected to Doctor Who that I would never interview.
Yeah, there's limits, of course, and
I don't think I would
have a load of people
on either.
Who would you not interview?
I wouldn't interview Stephen Moffat. No, I don't think I would.
Okay.
Mark Gatiss.
Would. The one person who I want to interview in my whole life would be Matthew Graham, and I wanted, and I'll try not to rant when it's Matthew Graham because, to be honest, he's my least favorite writer of the whole program, and that's including like BBV. Now, I prefer Bill Baggs and Matthew Graham.
Oh,
I just want to know how can he make one of the best shows in television, Life on Mars, and then write three shit Doctor Who episodes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just wanted to know.
Just that question.
Moffat would be a laugh according to John. Yeah, but he probably would be.
Yeah, because
I just don't want to get angry and go, why did you ruin the show? I mean, what?
Oh no, he didn't ruin the show. Come on.
Most of my questions with Matthew Graham would just be like Life on Mars related, and maybe one or two Doctor Who ones. Like, do you regret, or do you kind of still like your episodes? And you might even say regret.
I've actually got a good question for you all. If you were to interview anyone from Doctor Who who is sadly no longer with us, who would you interview?
William or John Pertwee or Patrick Troughton.
Okay,
I would say, oh god,
I've
Is
got
this
an interesting
anybody or
answer that I
just
don't think you guys will say.
Robert
But, like,
Holmes.
I'd say
Holmes,
any.
Oh, Robert.
I'd say any
Yeah,
deceased doctor or showrunner or writer. I'd
Yeah.
probably say anything. I'd be really interested in
Anybody
that.
dead? I'd also interview Robert Morrison as well.
It's
been 2 hours.
Actually, thinking about it, I'd like to maybe Terrence Dicks or and Barry Metz together.
My answer to that question would be Terry Nation.
Nice, yeah.
But then again, I wouldn't
that
just
comes
ask
under
him
one.
about Doctor Who. I wouldn't just ask him about Doctor Who. I'd ask him about other work too. But Doctor Who would be an interesting thing. Like,
yeah.
So Mechanoids, what about them?
Jean-Luc Carey.
Ooh, that'd be an amazing.
Maybe
Jean-Luc would interview Elizabeth Sladen.
Oh,
that's a good one.
Why did you not do anything in 2019?
So Jean-Luc Carey. I can conduct it in person. Because
Are you really John? Are you still dead from the Kablam review?
No, he's the third iteration. He's the third iteration.
John come on the podcast? I'm disappointed.
In all of
everyone on, but
I kind of want from now on, like Jean to do a sketch in each of his reviews that he does from now on, where he just dies.
It would explain his disappearances.
He exploded in Kablam. He caught Praxius.
Yeah.
That's why his review took so long to get out.
Apparently he didn't survive his prison sentence, not prison sentence, his mental sentence in the Borad Church.
Oh, the Nick Clone Saga. Ooh, that's the thing.
Nick Clone Saga 2, please come out.
Nice.
Ooh.
Speaking of which, in this entire podcast, I've gone up by 4 subscribers.
We got to edit. Look, we got to re-edit the original saga minus the specials. The specials are fine. The individual episodes.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I focus on new content first and foremost. So I don't know when I'll eventually get to those.
I would only do it if you could replace the rest of the team but Ollie. So I put in because I think,
actually, the videos that aren't on there are just contain Nick.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So
it's just
and the footage still exists.
Nick should just basically just redo every video that was ever deleted. I know he does most of them, but like every
Whoniversals remastered.
I don't think I can do anybody else's. For starters, I don't have the same opinion. Second of all, I know we can't do one person because they've changed. They've definitely changed. I can't remake everybody's videos. I can only do mine.
Yeah.
I've still got 3 or 4 to go.
I only have plans to remake one of my videos.
Nice.
And it's one that was deleted, but I re-uploaded. I had plans to remake it when the time was right, which will be next year.
The time is child.
No.
We could probably easily YouTube poop this entire podcast.
Yeah,
we could. Yes.
Yeah.
That's your job, Thomas. If you ever whenever this series ends, just YouTube poop the entire series.
I will try to. Yes.
All the jokes. Oh God.
Yes. Well, I did say somebody's name before, so I'll just replace everybody's name with that name and just make it his thing. I've mentioned it before.
Yeah. If we were to do Nick Clone Saga 2 or something like it, it would be with the current members at the time. So
yeah.
With the sequel, it would have
I kind of want to plan
and
so far ahead with it because I kind of want to have all my videos lead up to it, but very subtly.
I
want to pull on ARG.
Yeah, I'm actually considering doing a short arc miniseries again in it for the next couple of videos. Having this idea, it's not going to be Nick Clone Saga 2 leading up to, but it's going to be another sort of mini arc that I attempted to do back.
Because I have basically pitched what I would like.
if we're doing the Nick Clone Saga 2, we need Ollie back.
Oh yeah, but Ollie has a different idea of what we're doing. But here's the thing: he's already got a Nick Clone Saga 2 in mind. If he comes back, it'll be the Nick Clone Saga 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pain and Thunder.
I mean, next year would be a good time to do it because it's the 5th anniversary. Damn it, my phone is getting lower.
Yeah, I think we should do
I'm on
something like
40%.
that next year. Probably in the summer. Preferably after May.
Yeah, well,
because I've got an idea of what we should do in May.
I'll be finishing university in April, May next year. That'll be it. Year 3 is over. I don't know what I'll be doing after.
For me will be over.
So I'll be
year 2 out of 4. My degree.
I'm currently finishing my third year of college, so I'll be in a job next year.
Unless
so
I do a master's degree.
I'll be John next year. I'll be doing 2 stuff.
Unless I do a master's degree, I think that's it for my education after May next year.
Yeah.
Blimey.
April, May.
Yeah.
I feel so young.
The graduation at one point, but yeah.
Yes.
So I decide.
So maybe I should then do it for now.
But about Mayish May onwards we'll be able to film it, maybe for an autumn release.
Of course, yeah. No, because
I think it should be summer.
Come back in autumn 2021.
Oh, okay, yeah,
but then we can't do it.
Yeah, because I guess being able to.
I guess the way we do it was basically we do it in the first half of next year, and then have it planned to come out in the summer, and then do Series 13.
But I do think we should plan it this year because I've got ideas.
Yeah. I think if I do some filming in January and some in April and May, and I could probably make it for July, but I definitely won't be doing it in February, March, maybe April.
I will do it
definitely May, June, July, August.
But that'll be just depending on really just stuff. Because again, at this point,
might even be able to start December.
If we'd all done this like last year or something like that, and I was in my second year, and that I would probably have said, okay, I can do it with all this, but just with this coronavirus and how it's kind of ruined the education at the moment because I'm trying to finish it. I just don't know where I'm going to be next year.
Yeah, it's the same with me really because it's messed up.
I don't know what we're going to be doing this year. Yeah,
exactly.
I'm just about okay. I just can't submit anything physically.
Yeah,
or go up.
I will say this: my system that we've been using is utter trash. I tell you, it's so trash. It's giving me headaches and it's kept me up at night just trying to finish work.
Oh, same.
The reason
why I'm tired this morning, the reason why I'm tired actually now is because I did an all-nighter last night. Trying to finish work and
when are your deadlines?
Apparently they've got the timings wrong in that. It's just stupid in that.
When are your deadlines?
They're usually around about 5 o'clock on a Friday, which is stupid because it should be midnight on a Saturday because that makes more sense as it's the end of the week. But they're doing it at the end of the college week because we usually finish about 5 o'clock on Friday, which it doesn't make sense because it doesn't give us enough time on the Friday to finish it.
Mine are usually at 2 o'clock on whatever day they decide to set. That's 2 p.m. On whatever day they decide. Usually a Friday, sometimes
2 p.m.
Thursday.
2 p.m. sounds to me like hell and that.
Sometimes it just come out. Usually a Friday, sometimes another day.
We're supposed to be having 2 weeks off, but I still got to do an extra one on top of that.
Oh, trust me, I've got to do about 3 assignments.
I've got.
I knocked out 4 this week, and I'm so happy.
Yeah, I've done the practical stuff I need to do for the practical modules. I've got to do a reflective essay on one of them. I've got a proper essay for another, and then I'm deciding to do a video essay for another theory that will also need a reflective essay. So I need to write, then make, and write and then make the essay and then reflect on it. Got the other essay and then I've got the reflective essay on one of the practicals.
The problem with 2 of mine, but not the third one, is that it's all group based, and the problem is I've only got contact with one person in both groups, and it's just been hell to get contact with everybody else. Like literally, we have a project manager in one of them. We don't even know where he is. We don't even know if he's doing anything or if he's sent anything in and we're just flying blind here.
It's
I think
terrible.
Yeah,
I'm
I
starting
think
to like.
we should start to end it now, guys.
Yeah.
'cause-
Yeah.
Also, my deadline
Yeah, we've
just
overrun
don't exist anymore
badly.
because my uni's just like, we'll just not do them.
Yeah, mine
Which
was
is
originally
rude,
May the
yeah.
mine was originally May the 7th, but they pushed most of them back to May 22. One day after my birthday. They will be done by then.
Yeah.
They will be done by the
They haven't-
7th.
They haven't done anything. The deadline when I was supposed to leave college was supposed to be June 15th because it was that last year. But now they're saying they have to push it back to about the second week of July, which is what I did in the first year. But the reason why I did that in the first year was because I kind of cocked everything up and didn't decide to finish most of my work. Anyways, I do think we're I think we're finished, guys. I think that's.
Yeah, let's please wrap up because I need to do one more thing before.
I need
it's coming to 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So
Yes, I need to send it. I need to send in the college work that I was supposed to actually send in beforehand.
Yeah,
God.
I should send in the stuff I finished.
Oh, trust me.
Then again, I've got just under.
The deadline for it got changed this morning, and you only had about an hour and a half for the deadline, and I was about 5 minutes before the deadline. That's how.
Wait, they're making you do it. Wait, they changed it to be earlier.
They said, you got to have it in by about 12. The deadline really is about 5 o'clock, and it is about 10 o'clock, coming up to about midnight, and I still haven't sent the thing in. Oh boy, am I gonna get bollocked?
Damn.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's not my fault either, because the other guy didn't know as well, so it's not my fault.
okay.
So
Anyway,
they moved your So did you mean they moved your deadline forward?
They moved my deadline forward with
that's
only 2 hours to tell me.
That's odd. With my ones, they moved it 2 weeks back. For most of my stuff.
Oh, they don't move it 2 weeks. They don't move it like weeks back. They move it in time for some reason, not in days. Anyways,
10 working days.
Deadline's over. We should stop talking about them. Now
Yeah.
because
Because I think we should. Yeah,
Your one
end this
isn't
off.
it?
I'm trying to wrap up, man.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah.
And then these two have been like,
I'm
like,
just-
I feel so
Shut your mouth,
sorry
I'll
for
kick you.
You were finishing up half an hour ago.
Can I
Just carry on.
Can I end it on an inappropriate comment on a scene, right?
You may.
Whilst we were talking about that, I've just seen the Richard E. Grant touch Matt Smith's face and it gets cold.
I didn't get it.
I'm watching the snowman.
Oh.
It's the part where he.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I know what you're on about.
Anyways, the ending. We should go.
All right.
We should go.
It's the end, but the
To
moment
those
has been
who have been
prepared for.
watching, mainly us and John, thank you. And thank you for subscribing and following. We've gone up by 4, I believe, subscribers tonight.
It's all of us
And,
Universal subscribing.
Yes, I appreciate it.
I've been
I will
subbed for
subscribe
about
as well.
once already.
That's lovely because I do like subscribers. Please subscribe.
Yes.
And yeah, so next week we have Samuel Grant.
No,
or Sir
not next
Samuel
week.
Grant.
Tomorrow.
Oh yes, tomorrow. Wow, sorry about that. That's gonna be fun. We're bringing you a right treat. Not saying you were a treat. You were a treat. And it's sort of been lovely having on once again. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised you actually agreed
You
to
have to
this.
thank me as well because I gave the idea to them. You know. Oh,
Yes.
I think, come on.
You're the bloody co-host. I thank you every day. Well, every stream. What the fuck? What am I on about? But like, yeah, it's done brilliant, and the more people I get on, the better these do. The more
So
fun
yeah,
they
just-
become. Loud,
My
loud,
note to
Thomas.
end on: we are coming. These two will get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Any final words to say?
That's pretty much about it, I think.
Lemons.
We are coming.
That's
Pig
what I'm gonna
slaves.
say.
Pig slaves.
But yes, coming. We are coming.
Yeah, we're here. We are here.
This is.
I
I'm trying to find a good way to.
We are returning poster.
Okay. When was that?
Space for all.
Anyway, good job,
Maybe.
everyone. Thanks for being here. We're going now because we'll never end if we carry on.
Yes.
That's
Goodbye.
true. Bye.
Bye.